Live from Lindsay Field at Champion Stadium on the campus of Shiloh Christian High School. Welcome to playoff football, Arkadelphia High School style. Arkadelphia on the road tonight, continuing the tour of Arkansas. Last week it was Southeast Arkansas. The week before that, Northeast Arkansas. Tonight we're in Northwest Arkansas, bringing you this exciting football game. Shiloh is 12-1 on the season. Their only loss was to a team from Oklahoma, undefeated against Arkansas schools. Their closest games in the regular season, a 28-point win over Prairie Grove and a 28-point win over Gentry. In the playoffs, Ashdown played them a little bit closer, but it was a win for Shiloh at 21-0. Shiloh is a very, very strong team, but Arkadelphia is playing its best football of the year right now. The Badgers are 10-3, and Arkadelphia is 9-1 against 4A teams, and really playing extremely well, averaging over 50 points per game during the playoffs. This is Jeff Root. Joining me, Chris Babb on the air with color commentary tonight. He's also the quarterback of this live stream. And as well, as usual, it's Jim Rothwell on statistics, and Coleman Callan is on camera tonight. We're excited to bring you this action. It's our pleasure every week to listen to a conversation between Chris Babb and Arkadelphia head coach Trey Shucker, and we're going to go to that interview now.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are on your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Under perfect conditions, your car traveling at 65 miles per hour can stop in about 300 feet. That's the length of a football field.
But a fully loaded tractor trailer, one that weighs 80,000 pounds, will take 2 football fields to stop. And that's if the driver is rested, paying attention, and the truck and load is properly maintained.
If you're in an accident with a big truck, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
Get the experienced team that's going to be on your side, by your side.
Price & Company Insurance is the area's only trusted choice independent insurance agency. What is that, you might ask? An independent insurance agency works for you, the customer, and not the insurance companies. So the next time you're shopping for home, auto, business, life, or health insurance, we invite you to experience an unprecedented level of customer service and expertise. Call or click for a quote today.
Locally owned and operated, Welch Funeral Home has been serving the Arkadelphia community since 2005. Our goal at Welch Funeral Home is to offer every family that will allow us to serve them the most caring, dignified, professional service at the most affordable price. With over 40 years of experience in the funeral home industry, owner Tim Welch and Welch Funeral Home have also been longtime supporters of the Arkadelphia Badgers and Lady Badgers. Contact Welch Funeral Home at 870-230-1400 or visit them at 202 South 4th Street near downtown Arkadelphia. As a family-owned sporting goods supplier since 1950, Southwest Sporting Goods understands the value of customer service and is committed to providing the best quality customer service and merchandise available. Southwest Sporting Goods is located in Arkadelphia, but also has salesmen that cover the entire state of Arkansas to help ensure that their customers will receive the best customer service and pricing that can be found. Southwest Sporting Goods, located in downtown Arkadelphia, supporting the Badgers since 1950. Welcome back to the Southern Bancorp Badger pregame show. Chris Babb with Arkadelphia head coach Trey Shucker. This interview brought to you each week by State Farm, Austin Wingfield State Farm, 620 Pine Street in Arkadelphia, 870-246-2162. Coach, it's the semifinal round of the 4A state playoffs. We are in Springdale as we record this. It's normally record this on Friday morning, but it's Friday afternoon. team has made its way to Springdale, has arrived, and we're just a couple hours from kickoff. It's exciting to be able to be playing football in December, even though it might not feel like December today and tonight. Yeah. It is exciting to be in that semifinal round.
It sure is. Anytime you're playing this late in the year, semifinals, it's December, it's a phenomenal time. It's going to be a great game tonight. Going to be a great atmosphere. Just all around, it's going to be what you want in a semifinal matchup when you're trying to punch that ticket to get to the Rock. I mean, arguably probably one of the best environments tonight.
Right. The 4 teams left, Arkadelphia and Shiloh, Robinson and Warren, are responsible for the last 5 state championships. After this year, one of those 4 will obviously win the state championship again. So these 4 teams know what it's like to be at this stage. Shiloh Christian it knows what it's like to be here. They've hosted semifinal games, and we'll get to the Shiloh Saints. But let's talk about last week, how the Badgers got here. Just a dominating performance over the Crossit Eagles. Obviously, the offense was there, but the defense in the first half, defensive coordinator Dustin Grimmett really had a plan, and his staff and his players executed that plan tremendously. And what a defensive performance in that first half.
It sure did. Our defense is playing the best that they've played all season, and that's what we want. That's what we talk about earlier this year was we want to play our best football late in the year, and that's how you win championships, and that's how you go make a big, deep run into it. But our defense really set the tone for us. That early in the game they were able to, Crossit got the ball first, and our defense went out and really got after it, and that's what they did the whole game long. And just so proud of our defensive guys for sticking to the game plan, executing the game plan. Coach Grimmett and Chandler and Coach Evans did a great job of the scheme and implementing how to attack their offense, and did a great job of it. And then our kids went out and it was pretty flawless. I mean, it really was. They got after it. It was awesome. Our defense is just getting to the ball really well and tackling really well.
Really, if you could ask a team to be playing its best, you'd want it to be playing its best in the postseason.
That's right.
And that's exactly what your defense has done. Last week, holding an offense that had a quarterback, Tyreek Jones, had 2,000 yards passing, 1,000 yards rushing coming into the game. We talked about him in this segment last week. Crossit had 0 yards rushing in the first half, and your defense really kind of took what Crossit wanted to do and threw it out the window and didn't let them do what they wanted to do, and it really took control of the game because your offense capitalized on that.
It really did, and we've been going up against these teams that are so run heavy, and our defense is really good at stopping the run right now, and our secondary is playing so much better too, and Ollie Ware and Kobe Buckley, Antonio Hughes, Braylon Bailey, playing really good football right now in coverage and just tackling. They're all 4 of those guys are great at what they do. They're fast, they're skilled, really good at pattern matching, and then going and tackling, really. They really are. And for those guys on the back end to be those type of players right now is huge for us. And then, our offense being able to capitalize on getting the ball back, defense getting us the ball back, it happens fast. Our offense has been so efficient in the playoffs right now, and it's just really overall the team is just playing together so well right now.
You mentioned that offense. A few weeks ago we talked about Braylon Bailey. Braylon Bailey has a huge game. Jay-Sean Davis has a huge game. Alex Loy a couple of games ago. It was Trip Campbell with 2 or 3 catches and touchdowns a few games ago. Last week, lo and behold, it's Donovan Whitten and Latonio Hughes who really had the majority of the yardage. Donovan both through the air and on the ground. Latonio with some nice catches, a big third down catch on the first drive of the third quarter. That's what I've talked about when people ask about this team. I was like, well, there are so many weapons offensively, and it's got to be, for one who's an offensive mind and calling plays, it's got to be fun to be able to have.
It really is, and if you really break us down, we get the ball out to so many different players in so many different ways, and it's just because we've got so many weapons we can. And just, if you look at it every week, it looks a little bit different. And I think that's also why we're so hard to game plan against, is because you don't know what you're going to get from us. And that's what we want. We want to be dynamic. We're pretty much 50-50 run pass right now. It's hard to really break down the first through the 1 through 4 downs, and we're pretty much 50-50 all the way across the board on it. And we're able to do that just because we've got so many weapons to get the ball to and so many ways to do it. week in and week out, it's different. And that's why you see, one week it might be this player and this player has a big game, and then the next week, it's a different two. And that's just big attribute to the type of players that we have and the playmakers and weapons.
The Badgers defeat Crossett 49-21, advance to tonight's semifinal matchup in Springdale at Shiloh Christian School. And that's where we are. And after the break, we'll talk about tonight's game between the Badgers and the Saints. Thanks for tuning in. We're watching ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com. Our thanks to Austin Wingfield for sponsoring this segment each week with Coach Shucker. And after the break, we'll talk about the Badgers and the Saints. We'll be back after this timeout.
At Eccles, Thompson, and Kneebone CPA, we seek to provide accounting, tax, and financial planning services to individuals and small businesses with proficiency and integrity. Serving Arkadelphia since 1977, our staff looks forward to meeting your financial goals of today and also becoming your financial advocate for life. Visit us at 205 North 25th Street or call 246-8991 today. Eccles, Thompson, and Kneebone LTD says Go Badgers.
Everyone's known for something. Ours is simple. At the Southwest Auto Collection and iDriveSWA.com, you get the absolute lowest price on America's best brands: Ford, Lincoln, Chevy, GMC, Buick, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. The best selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. And we deliver anywhere in the state, plus tires for life. It really is that simple. Visit us today, the Southwest Auto Collection, I-30 exit 78 in Arkadelphia, or online at iDriveSWA.com.
For over 75 years, Mary and Martha's Florist and Gifts on Main Street in Arkadelphia has served the people of Arkadelphia and her surrounding communities, providing a wide variety of floral and gift needs. Do you have a special occasion that calls for just the right touch of creativity? Join the many who call David Goodman at Mary and Martha's to create a floral arrangement to fit their needs and budget. Call Mary and Martha's at 870-246-2446 or visit their location at 921 Main Street in Arkadelphia. Mary and Martha's Florist is a proud supporter of the Arkadelphia Badgers.
Welcome back to the Southern Bancorp Badger pregame show. Chris Babb along with Arkadelphia head coach Trey Shucker. This segment each week sponsored by Austin Wingfield State Farm, 620 Pine Street. Give them a call Monday at 870-246-2162. Coach, semifinal Friday night in Champions Stadium against the Shiloh Christian Saints, the 1 seed from the 4A1. When you take a look at these two teams, met in a semifinal matchup in 2018. Shiloh was a state champion last year. They're the defending state champions. Tough test for anybody during these playoffs, and Shiloh has lost one game this year. It's a tough test for your Badgers coming into tonight's game.
It really is, and I don't remember looking back that far on it, but, this is a tough place to win, and like I said, I don't remember looking at it, but the Badgers might have been the last Arkansas team to beat them here. Right. And that's, testament to what Shiloh Christian's been able to do the past couple of years. As defending state champions last year, they're a good team. They've got a lot of players back from that. Middle linebacker, quarterback, a lot of skill positions are back from that state championship team. And it's going to be a big matchup tonight. We're excited about it. We're ready for it. It's going to be a big-time game. It's going to be exciting.
Let's take a look at offense and defense from Shiloh Christian. The quarterback, Eli Wisdom, has run this offense for 2 years. He is a junior. Two teams starting junior quarterbacks tonight. They will run the ball, but also pass the ball as well, and it goes through Eli Wisdom, similar to what it went through last week, Tyreek Jones with Crossett, but Eli Wisdom starts the Shiloh Christian offense.
He really does, and he's so dynamic. He's pretty similar to what we saw last week, but probably just a little bit more just clean on it. They do a really good job of getting him out of the pocket, not just letting him just sit back and throw. So when they're passing game, they like to move him around. And then they also use him to run the ball a lot. And, he just everything they do goes through him. And, we've got to count for him, got to know where he's at. And we got to do just like we did last week. We got to start fast early. We got to take good angles to the ball. We got to wrap up and tackle. And just stick to our keys and reads and trust it. And we're doing so good at that right now. Their offense is really good. We feel really good about it, though, and our kids are ready for it.
What Shiloh has hung its hat on is defense. Your Badger offense will face a defense that has not allowed very many points this year, And so this is a defense that's going to pursue the ball. So I would imagine assignments and taking care of blocking no matter where you are on the field would be important.
That's right, and that's their biggest thing is they're very sound. They're very sound in what they do. Their kids are smart. They get to the ball really well. They tackle really well. And, they just play assignment football. They just really do. And there's not going to be many plays where, if any, that you're going to see a busted coverage or linebacker out of position. I mean, they're just not going to do it. And so you just got to be the same way offensively against it. You got to be very sound in what you do. You got to be able to execute the plays that's called and be able to sort it out. And, they're going to give us different looks. They're going to give us a 3-high safety. They're going to try to add that one of those safeties into the box to stop the run. It's going to look like a soft coverage, but then they're going to try to get that safety in the box or an extra backer and do a twist or a stunt. So they're going to probably be the most dynamic defense that we've seen. They're pretty similar to what we do, just a different way of doing it. But our kids, we've worked it all week. We're ready. So it's nothing that we've necessarily not seen this season. We just got to be clean on it, and we're ready for it. We're excited.
You talk about the intangibles. You talk about the atmosphere. It's going to be a great atmosphere. Shiloh has the festivities before the game that we saw in 2018, and I would imagine that you're not letting the outside, whether it's crowd on either side or letting the moment be too big. You got to stay in the moment and just take care of what's between the lines.
That's exactly right. Our kids really do a good job of that on their own, but we've talked to them about it. It's not the first big game that we've been in this year. It's not necessarily the biggest environment that we've been in either this year. So our kids are ready for it. That kind of stuff doesn't really play into our kids, and we don't allow it to either. The kids are going to build it up as much as we do, and we don't really pay into that. We're just, hey, game's going to kick off, and we're going to go play ball, and that's what it's about.
All right, kickoff a few minutes away. Arkadelphia in Springdale at Champion Stadium to face the Shiloh Christian Saints for a trip to Little Rock is on the line. We thank you for tuning in. We thank Coach Shucker for joining us each week. In this segment sponsored by Austin Wingfield State Farm. Give them a call Monday, 870-246-2162, or visit them at 620 Pine Street in Arkadelphia. You're watching ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com, and we'll be back with more of the pregame show after this timeout.
Doctors Gary and Rob Rucker are proud sponsors of this Arkadelphia Badger broadcast. Dr. Gary and Rob Rucker supporting the Badgers since 1996.
Get real attention on your auto insurance. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
Call Clark County Farm Bureau today at 870-246-4554. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler CPA is a longtime supporter of the Arkadelphia Public School District. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler has established a reputation for providing clients with outstanding services that include auditing, accounting, and tax and business consulting. Contact Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler today at 870-246-4563 or by visiting them at 305 Professional Park Drive in Arkadelphia. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler says, Go Badgers!
Locally owned and operated, Java Primo is the official coffee house of ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. In addition to coffee, drinks, and desserts, we also have wonderful options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Shop our gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com or visit us on Main Street in historic downtown Arkadelphia. Java Primo Coffee House, Cafe, and more says, Go Badgers!
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Austin Wingfield in Arkadelphia today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to Champion Stadium on the campus of Shiloh Christian High School. You are in tune to Arkadelphia Badger football on ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com. You see in front of you the Arkadelphia captains have made their way onto the field from left to right. Landon Kewen, Matthew Porter, Tucker Johnson, Darian Beard, and Alex Loy. This is Chris Babb. Jeff Root will be along with me in just a minute. And to set the stage, the Semifinals are here. Next Saturday night is the 4A state championship game, and the winner of this game will advance to War Memorial Stadium to face the winner of tonight's other semifinal between the Joe T. Robinson Senators and the Warren Lumberjacks. We bring Dr. Jeff Root in, and Jeff, this is quite an atmosphere as it is bright right now. It will get dark in a minute as Shiloh takes the field with their entrance, but the Badgers are here. The Badger fans are ready. The band, the cheer, the dance, a lot of fans are ready. They're ready for football, and the Badgers need to be ready too, because this is a tough Shiloh Christian opponent they will face tonight.
Certainly a lot of bells and whistles at this stadium. They'll turn the lights on. They'll have a dramatic entrance for the Saints, but the Arkadelphia fans are already right now right in front of us cheering on the Arkadelphia Badgers as they come onto the field. We are on the visitor side in a nice press box. This is a very nice stadium. Good turf on the field. You're going to get a good picture. Right behind our camera is a video board that is being shown to the home side, and we're going to get some interesting colors flowing down on us as well as on Coleman Callan, who's upstairs on the film deck, bringing you the video action tonight. We are so pleased to bring you this action. It's a full house on the visitor side. It's going to be soon on the home side.
It is Arkadelphia in their road white uniform. Shiloh Christian wearing their navy blue with tan pants and the chrome helmets, as you'll see as they come on. Jeff, watching Shiloh Christian, this is a team that's 12-1 on the year. They've lost one game. That was to a team from Oklahoma. The last 2 years, Shiloh Christian has not lost to a team from Arkansas. And in watching pregame warm-ups, this is a big team. There are several players over 6 foot. It is a physically and an impressive team.
It very much is. It's a talented team. They've got speed, they've got size, and they've got a lot of wins at 12-0 against Arkansas teams, 12-1 overall. And they've been winning by a lot of points, coming in averaging 45 points per game and only giving up 12. Now, Arkadelphia is averaging 43 per game, giving up 27 per game. Some of those touchdowns have been scored late in contests that were already in the mercy rule, so take it with a grain of salt that the Badgers have given up 27 points per game. But any way you look at it, the Saints have a very strong defense as well as an offense.
Take a look at common opponents, not very many. Shiloh Christian played Ashdown that's really the only common opponent. Shiloh Christian played Ashdown in the second round of the playoffs here at Champion Stadium. That was a 21-0 victory for the Shiloh Christian Saints. It was 7-0 right before halftime, but Shiloh was able to score a touchdown with 6 seconds left in the first half to take a 14-0 lead, and they went on to a 21-0 victory. Landon Kewen goes out for the coin flip. The Badgers are behind their spirit flag. Shiloh Christian ready to come onto the field as well, and both teams will want to get off to a fast start in this semifinal game.
Even the game the Saints lost against an Oklahoma team, Chris, they scored 33 points. So it's impressive that Ashdown held them to only 21, but that defense for Shiloh shut out Ashdown, and that is also impressive.
Yes, they've given up two touchdowns in the 14 points in these 3 playoff games that they've had. They've defeated Cave City 48-7, Ashdown 21-0, Rivercrest 41-7. There was a big story in the Democrat Gazette today about the Shiloh Christian defense. I believe Arkadelphia believes that they have not had an offense, that Shiloh Christian has not seen an offense like what Arkadelphia will bring, and we'll get to see that right off the bat as Arkadelphia won the toss and will receive to open this game. And your picture will get a little dark as the stadium entrance will commence here in a second. And I know that in 2018 when we were here, it was a very exciting entrance. The Badgers enjoyed that. They're going to make their way through the flag, and between the cheerleaders and dazzlers, they're going to get on the field and ready to return a kickoff.
We saw them setting up the pyrotechnics before the game, and it is something special here at Shiloh. But Arkadelphia overcame that in the last trip to Shiloh with that playoff victory, and they plan to do it again tonight. The older players that were here for that game, they have been instructing the younger players of what the atmosphere is like, and they think everybody's ready for action tonight.
They are. There you see in the left of the screen the pyrotechnics. The Saints are about ready to take the field. The Badgers are ready as well, and we are set for one great atmosphere as the Badgers and the Saints will kick things off here in just a couple of minutes.
Here they come.
Have you ever given play-by-play of an entrance before? This is something that a lot of these players that were here this first time understood was coming. Kind of feed off of that a little bit. You get the excitement going. Shiloh Christian comes in, and we'll be ready to, I believe Arkadelphia will be receiving where Shiloh's coming in. Otherwise, I think the return team might have already been on the field ready to take it. We still got 2.5 minutes on the clock till kickoff, and Shiloh Christian is playing their entry video where the home fans can see it. And we are almost ready after the, now this is not a delay of game or anything. If you look at the clock, there's still 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock before we're ready to go. And I think now Shiloh will make its way.
Chris, I just looked up to the screen above us, and that video includes a nice photograph of championship rings. They are used to championships here at Shiloh, and as you have said, the 4 teams left in the playoffs right now are all former champions of recent years.
Yes, after this year, the last 6 state champions in Class 4A will have come from one of the 4 teams in tonight's semifinal game. In 2016, it was the Warren Lumberjacks. In 2017 and 18, it was the Arkadelphia Badgers. In 2019, it was the Joe T. Robinson Senators. 2020, it was the Shiloh Christian Saints. And one of those 4 will be the 4A state champion after next week's game. But before that, we got to see who's going there. The Badgers and the Saints now about ready to kick off.
I've been debating, Chris, is this a sit-down or stand-up game? But now that the visitor stands in front of us are standing, I think it's a stand-up game, and I don't mind that at all because we're going to have a nice view of the field. You're going to have a nice view of the field at home, and we are excited about it. We also want to say thank you to all the folks who have set up some special nights tonight. Goody's Restaurant, along with Slim and Shorty, showing the game on their screen tonight. And Park Hill Baptist Church is showing the game in their sanctuary for the fans there. We're excited about that. Glad that you guys have tuned in. I also want to say a special hello and thank you for your years of viewing and listening to the action to Russell and Leanne Strickland. And our friend Kerry Garnett has checked in from San Diego. Viewers from across the nation tuned into this game.
You're in a church sanctuary tonight, Jeff. You have to watch your language.
I'm always watching my language, but I'll be especially careful tonight for sure. And if the game goes well, Chris Babb is going to preach at halftime.
Well,
did I surprise you with that, or were you planning that?
I don't think anybody's going to want to stick around for half. I think you just made everybody turn off the stream at halftime.
He's got a good message, I'm sure. Well, it's important, I think, Chris, that Arkadelphia get the ball first.
I think so. I think this is an Arkadelphia offense that wants to get out on the field and try to see what it can do. Now, you do have to watch some of the special teams. They will kick the ball in different places on kickoff. They're not going to go deep every time. They're probably not going to go to the same place every time. But Arkadelphia believes that they do have a chance to get some positive yards and get some good field position on kickoff returns if they can field the ball cleanly and execute their blocks on the return unit.
Getting a little bit of a breeze, but not a heavy wind tonight. It's a clear night at 63 degrees, just perfect weather, much warmer than last week. And everybody's going to have a good time tonight here at Shiloh. One side's going to have a much better time by the time the game is over. You have to watch for an onside kick. That has been in fashion this year in high school football.
The hands team is up on the front. You also have Braylon Bailey, Jay-Sean Davis, and Latonio Hughes deep, standing at the 10 and the 12-yard line. Davis in the middle, Bailey on the left side of the formation, Hughes on the right, hands team in the middle.
The kicker is Caleb Anderson. He's a good one, and he'll put a foot into it. He will kick it high, and it is returnable. And it will come to the 25. Nice cut to the 30. Good cut by Bailey. Still on the feet at the 40s to the 50-yard line and slips down at the 48-yard line of Shiloh. Arkadelphia in good shape to get started.
Yeah, talking to some of the coaches, they did believe that they had a chance if you take care of your blocks and execute the kickoff return, that if it was a deep kick, Arkadelphia had a chance to have success on the return. And that's what you see, setting up the ball in Shiloh territory to start things off.
Bailey on the return. They'll spot the ball at the 49 instead of the 48-yard line. So first down and 10, 49 yards away. Shiloh very fired up at the beginning, but we'll see if Arkadelphia is ready for action as well.
You got some kinks in the change. The referee, the official on the near sideline had to stop things. Now we're going to reset the play clock and be ready to go.
Back to action. 3 receivers on the wide side of the field near us. Running play, this is Davis. Jay-Sean Davis breaks the tackle to the 40, to the 35. Gang tackle at the 31-yard line. Beautiful run on first down.
Jay Sean to the left side. This is a defensive line of Shiloh that's not used to giving up many yards. You got at the tackle, Cooper Dar. You got some experience, and Arkadelphia is going to go fast.
Spotted at the 32, first down and 10. They'll go right back to Davis. Same play. This time he's hitting the backfield. He breaks a tackle. He's going to have positive yardage, breaks another tackle, and goes down at the 25. All of that in traffic, Chris, but he got positive yardage.
He did. He got hit in the backfield by the defensive tackle. That's 58. That's a junior Cooper Dar, 6'4", 225. You got to watch this linebacker, Caden Henley. He's the Razorback commit, number 44 in that middle of that Saints defense, and he'll also play some running back as well. Jay Sean Davis did a nice job of getting yards.
That was a 7-yard gain on 2nd and 3. A pitch to the left side, but flags go down. And this one, I believe, is going to be a false start against Arkadelphia. That'll move the Badgers back to the 30-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
They went out of the huddle, went out of almost a little quick formation there. Couldn't quite get it at 2nd down and 8 for Arkadelphia.
Loy, Babb, and Bailey to the bottom of your screen, the wide side of the field, to the right of the quarterback, and to the wide side on the far side is Loy. And they're looking for signals now to the sideline, and they get those signals. Whitten, Davis. Now they move people, and Davis will line up as a receiver. 5 receivers in the formation. Whitten back to pass. Under pressure, he'll move to his left. He'll run. He'll get some yardage to the 25. Ooh, thrown down on the far sideline, but he gets yardage inside the 25 to the 23.
Motion Jay Sean Davis into the slot there, and they're giving Arkadelphia.
And they'll spot it at the 23. That's going to be at least a yard short, I believe.
Yeah,
third down and 1. You're right.
The White had initially signaled first down, but it is 3rd down and 1 for Arkadelphia.
4-down territory. Davis is in the backfield to the left of his quarterback. Now quarterback sneak with Whitney. He's hit immediately, will bounce to his left, and he'll get a first down, I believe. Just depends on the spot, but it looked like the ball was inside the 21, and they'll put it at the 20. First down.
Yes, that was on second effort. He got stuffed up. Shiloh Christian knew that play was coming. Arkadelphia started that formation last week. Saw it more last week. Donovan Whitten going up, taking that ball under center. Shiloh Christian crashed that line. Donovan Whitten did a nice job of bouncing it out to the left side to get the first down.
Arkadelphia lines up at the 20, moving from our left to our right, and yours also as you look at the screen. Davis this time to the right of his quarterback. They'll fake it to him, and Whitten will run the ball. He's got a little bit of room. He'll break one tackle. He'll fall forward. He got about 4 yards.
He just falls forward. You know, we've seen Donovan Whitten run the ball more so in the last 3 weeks because defenses are keying on 6, Jay Sean Davis. You also have Braylon Bailey in the slot, Alex Loy on the right side. So there are more running lanes for the quarterback as you see linebackers crash on Jay Sean.
2nd down, 6 yards to go. Ball at the 16-yard line. Arkadelphia driving on its first possession. Back to pass is Whitten. He'll look to the end zone. He fires to the corner. It's incomplete, just over the fingertips of Loy.
He threw it where that was going to be incomplete or a touchdown. Just a little bit too much on that one. So now it's 3rd down and 6, Arkadelphia.
So the Badgers need 6 and probably have 2 downs to get it. Sounds like a touchdown game to me, probably not a field goal game. So we'll see if they have 2 plays to get 6 yards. And motion goes bad. He's to the left side now. Back to pass is Whitten. Looking downfield, he'll throw the ball to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkadelphia, it's Loy!
Boy, what a beautiful route. Alex Loy ran the route. You're going to see it. He's at the tight end position. And he's just going to find that seam. The safety deeps back to the 4-yard line. He goes inside and gets outside leverage. Nice corner route. Donovan Whitten does a nice job of finding Alex Loy for the Farm Bureau touchdown.
9:24 left. We're in the first quarter, and Arkadelphia has scored on its first possession. Spencer Allen in for the extra point attempt. Loy is the holder. The kick is up, and the kick is perfect. Arkadelphia 7, Shiloh 0, and the Saints will have the ball first for the first time tonight when we come back with more very exciting playoff football.
Roadrunner is fueling good 1 gallon at a time, including for our very own Arkadelphia Badgers. When you fill up at Roadrunner's designated spirit pump on Pine Street at I-30, 3 cents of every gallon will go straight back to our school. This fall, Roadrunner is giving us the option to fill our tanks and our cups with a free fountain drink when we show our Spirit Pump receipt. In just 2 years, Roadrunner has donated more than $75,000 to local schools through this community-based initiative. We can't drop the ball now. This football season, let's head to Roadrunner to support our Badgers. Follow Roadrunner Stores on Facebook or visit roadrunnerstores.com for more information.
Could not ask for a better script, Chris, from the Badgers so far. Take the ball on the kickoff return to the 49 of the Saints and then score on their first possession.
Yeah, Donovan Whitten came into tonight's game with over 3,000 yards passing. He was taking a look at some of those statistics that they run in the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. Donovan Whitten was the fourth, 3,044 yards coming into tonight's game. He's only behind 3 other players that are still in action: Pulaski Academy, Fayetteville, El Dorado. And on that drive, he moved up into about 5th or 6th place. He's had a fantastic season. And he found Alex Lloyd, who has also been a tremendous wide receiver for Arkadelphia for the opening touchdown. Now the Badger defense will have a chance to stop Shiloh.
Effective running and then a touchdown pass. It was an 8-play, 49-yard drive. Here's a line drive kickoff, and they'll be stopped. I believe Arkadelphia may have been offsides on the kickoff, so they're going to back up Allen. Looked like it was going to bounce maybe even into the end zone, but the whistle blew while it was still in the air, and we'll see if Arkadelphia can put together another good kickoff from its own 35.
Now, Arkadelphia had one of the outside on this near side, which is the right side of the formation, crossed the 40-yard line just a little bit too soon, and so now that'll move things back to the 35, and Spencer Allen really have to put a charge into this one.
So there is good speed on the Shiloh team. They've got size, but they also have speed. Like Arkadelphia, they have a number of good receivers and a couple of good backs, although frankly they don't have a Jay Sean Davis at running back. Nobody does but Arkadelphia. Here's a line drive kick. It's going to be returnable from the 10-yard line. It's returned to the middle of the field. He's up to the 15, hit at the 20 and brought down at the 24-yard line. On the return was Jacob Solomon.
Solomon was tackled there by the interior of that defense, but Latonio Hughes from that left side kept Solomon from pushing it out further to the right side, forced him back in the middle. That's where the rest of the Badgers were to make the tackle, forcing Shiloh to start inside its own 25. Eli Wisdom, the quarterback, he's a junior. He runs and throws. He's a little bit different style than we saw last week with Tyreek Jones. Hasn't made very many mistakes this year. The Arkadelphia defense will try to force him into some of those mistakes tonight.
Linebackers lined up close. Now they're going to drop back. Arkadelphia has been able to move around and show some good work on defense. Here's a pass, a short one. It's complete. Knocked out of bounds before he reaches the 35. Just depends on the spot. He might be a little bit short, but a good pass out there and a reception by Ben Baker, who is a good pass receiver and runner for this team.
Yes, he wanted Neal, number 9, the wideout, so look to see if he tries to come back to him. Shiloh also going quickly.
And the pass out to the right side is going to get a first down. Arkadelphia's defense responds, but Baker has a first down at the 38-yard line.
Jeff, you could almost do this game by yourself. There's not going to be a whole lot of time for talk between plays. Both these offenses will go fast.
Man in motion, that's Hutchinson. He is a good receiver also. Back to pass is Wisdom. He wants to throw across the middle. He throws an incomplete pass, well defended by Bailey.
Yeah, there's 9. He lines up on the left side. That's who Wisdom was wanting to go to on that first offensive play, the double move. There wasn't enough time for him to hit Neal, but there he goes across the middle. Braylon Bailey, that safety, comes up and makes a good play. 2nd down 10.
Wisdom is 6 feet tall. He's got a strong arm and great stats. Only a junior. Running play up the middle. There's some good yardage up to the 44-yard line. And now a little bit of action after the play on a block downfield, but everybody's okay. I don't believe there's a flag down, although it got a rise from the home side crowd. But with the ball at 44-yard line, it is 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Big play for the Badger defense. First 3rd down Shiloh is faced.
On 3rd down, Shiloh has an empty backfield. 5 receivers in the lineup. They're going to throw it out short and throw it incomplete. He just missed his receiver, Jacob Solomon, on the play.
Well, it's because K.D. Young from that defensive lineman position and Landon Kewen both stretched that play out to the right. They were trying to roll the pocket to the left. Wisdom was looking for one of these out routes. K.D. Young and Landon Kewen got their hands up and forced Wisdom to have to throw that one incomplete. 4th and 4, big play here.
They're going to go for it at their own 44-yard line. First quarter action, Arkadelphia leading 7-0.
This is where you say watch the right L and don't jump.
And they're going to run the quarterback, Wisdom, and he's got a first down. That was a good fake in the backfield, and he was able to come up with a first down across the 50-yard line. Wisdom is a good runner and a good passer. I think he and Witten are going to be two of the best quarterbacks in the state of Arkansas next year.
Yes, and this is not a game where you can afford to punt or go for field goals. I think you'll see both these teams like going for fourth down anyway, but I think both of these teams will do it even more today. Possessions will be at a premium.
From the 49, pressure on the quarterback. He throws across the middle and incomplete. Juggling the ball and then hit and losing the ball was Hutchinson. Buckley in with the first hit, and then it was Kewen.
Yeah, a little bit high on that pass from Wisdom, kind of hung his receiver out to dry. As soon as that ball was touched the hands of the receiver, Cooper Hutchinson, Kobe Buckley separated him from the ball for second down.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball at the Arkadelphia 49-yard line for Shiloh. Wisdom throws into the flat. Neal catches it, almost hit the turf, but a good catch by Neal, and then a run to the 39-yard line. That is going to be very close to a first down, but it will be just short. Well, maybe they want to measure.
Yeah, no, they're going to call it a first down.
And they are. A late call for a first down, but I think an accurate one as they mark it at the 39. 10-yard gain on the play. On first down and 10 from the Arkadelphia 39, Wisdom wants to run. He's got blockers. He goes to the sideline on the near side and picks up gain of 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, watch Caden Henley, the fullback. He's going to come back, and he is a good blocker on that outside. He's going to take out some defensive linemen and also continue to that second level of defense and try to take out linebackers as well. He's back there. He may run some, but he's going to block a whole lot, and here he is with the ball.
2nd and 4, big fullback, but he's going to be tackled. Will not make it to the 30 unless he gets a good spot.
Well, that was Nykeeson Wimberly, the freshman, kind of stood Henley up, got behind him, and then pulled him back, preventing forward progress. Big play from the 9th grader on Caden Henley, the big linebacker.
That's a huge play. A freshman tackling a senior who's bound for the University of Arkansas.
3rd and 2, I believe, yeah.
3rd down and 2, running play, and this is Ben Baker. He's got good speed and will make it into the secondary for a first down. They're going to mark the ball at the 23-yard line of Arkadelphia. Shiloh is on the move on this long drive. To the line of scrimmage. Wisdom in the shotgun as usual. Henley next to him on the right side. They're going to pitch it. And this is Baker. He's looking for room on the far side. He's got a little bit of room. Good blocking on that side and some good running by Ben Baker. He's a senior at 5'8", 160. He scored 5 touchdowns catching the ball and 2 touchdowns rushing the ball.
Yeah, Marvion Berry, the linebacker, tried to go across and get outside, but he had a nice blocking on it outside by the Shiloh receiver to allow Baker to get 5 yards.
Between the 17 and 18-yard line, Wisdom wants to throw. Rolling to his left, he fires to the sideline. He's got an open receiver, and he's got a touchdown for Shiloh. They're an extra point away from tying it up as he found an open receiver down the far sideline, or the far sideline from where he lined up, the near sideline from the visitor side. Beautiful play and a good pass from Wisdom.
Yeah, they roll that pocket to the left, let Wisdom throw on the run. It kind of buys him some time and allows him to try to find a receiver. That's what he did then, and they were able to get into the end zone. Little swinging gate formation here for the Saints on special teams. Now they're going to bring the...
We might see some attempts for a 2-point conversion, but not this time. They're going to try to tie the game up. They do have a good kicker in Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson is Caleb Anderson, a senior, 6'1", 190, very good kicker.
And the kick is up, and the kick is into the parking lot and good. So it is Arkadelphia 7, Shiloh 7. Each team has scored on its first possession. 6:20 left in the first quarter, and we'll be back after this. Play drive for Shiloh to tie the game. The score came on a pass from Wisdom to Solomon. 6:20 left. We are in the first quarter. Each team has had the ball one time, and each team has scored. It's 7-7.
Arkadelphia punches, Shiloh punches back. So now, where does it go from here? This will be a big possession. You got to make sure you secure the kickoff to see if Shiloh tries to do something different. And then if you are able to get a big return, you try to get that thing going. D'Angelo Buckley, Braylon Bailey, and Latonio Hughes back deep now.
It'll be interesting to see what Shiloh does for this kickoff. They kicked it to Bailey last time, and he took it all the way to the Shiloh 49-yard line. Maybe the strategy will change. Anderson is set for the kick. He's going to kick this one to the other side. It's returnable for Hughes. He's going to come to the middle of the field, looks for space. He's going to find some to the 25, to the 30. Great speed to the 40-yard line, to the 50-yard line, and finally knocked out of bounds, but another big return for Arkadelphia.
Yeah, Latonio Hughes, nice job. It was a kickoff return to the left. Hughes used the block, found a hole, and he was able to hit that gap, and Arkadelphia with short field position once again. You can't underestimate the importance of good field position in games like this.
They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That's where he stepped out of bounds. He never was tackled, but pushed out of bounds at the 47 of Shiloh. And Arkadelphia had a 49-yard drive on its first possession for a touchdown. This time they need to cover 47 yards. Badgers line up. Davis had a good first series at running back, and the touchdown pass went to Loy. They're going to run on first down. Davis up the middle. He's got good yardage. Across the 40 to the 38-yard line. Big gain on first down.
Ja'Shawn Davis, about the same look as he had the first play on the last drive. Ja'Shawn off the left side of that line. Brady Curtis over there. Darian Beard on the left side of that line. Matthew Porter, the center. Tucker Johnson, the right guard, and Nigel Robinson, the right tackle.
They spotted the ball at the 39-yard line, so it's 2nd down and 2 for Arkadelphia. They're going to fake the handoff and throw the ball. Throwing it deep, looking, just over the outstretched arms of Trip Campbell on the far sideline.
Yeah, it was there. The safety had come over, too, so it's a good thing that he left it high. If he'd left it low, it might have been picked. That was a good spot, good route by Trip Campbell. Donovan just a little bit too much on that one, 3rd and 2.
2nd and short. You like to throw long. Arkadelphia did it, but did not connect. Hughes is checked back in now after that long kickoff return. He's going to be in the slot here to the right.
No safety help, so you like Hughes possibly being able to get past his linebacker.
On 3rd down and short, Arkadelphia under pressure. Witten will throw it, and he will throw it away incomplete downfield. And so it is 4th down and 2. They came after Witten that time and forced him to throw it away. 4th down 2, Arkadelphia at the 39-yard line of Shiloh.
Shiloh's brought pressure a lot. You expect them to do, especially with an empty backfield now.
4 receivers on the right side of the line of scrimmage. Now they look to the sideline to get the play. They'll stick with that formation. Witten talks to his center and now backs up. He'll take the snap. He'll throw it into the flat. Here is a run to the 35, to the 30. This is a big one by Hughes to the 15, to the 10. Drag down inside the 10-yard line. Beautiful pass and a great run after the catch.
You thought Arkadelphia had a lot of quarterback draws. Fake the pass and then run the draw up the middle. He did a nice job of finding Latonio Hughes. That's the pass that we've seen a touchdown from Hughes on earlier in the playoffs at Southside. They're able to get a big first down to get inside the red zone.
Well, what a big play that was on 4th down and 2. And now with the ball at the 10-yard line, it is 1st down and goal. Goal to go. Ball spotted at the 10, or just maybe a football's length inside the 10. Running play up the middle. Davis is hit this time immediately. He'll fall forward and get maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, that's a tough time to be short 1st and goal if that ball's barely touching the 10-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 8.
2nd down and goal from the 8. Davis stays in the backfield to the left of his quarterback, Donovan Witten. Witten takes the snap, looks to his right, but a whistle will stop the play.
I believe what Arkadelphia had a person move just a hair too early. It was one of the receivers on that left side. And so now Arkadelphia can have 2nd and goal from the 13.
Well, the Badgers overcame a similar penalty on the first drive. They're going to have to do it now after another 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, just a hair. It was the inside receiver on the left side of that formation. Moved just a shade too early as he was trying to, put a little move and get into his route.
So the ball's back to the 13-yard line now, and it's 2nd down and goal. Arkadelphia looks to the sideline to get the play from head coach Trey Shucker.
Right now you have 3 guys over 2 on the left, but now Bailey comes back into the backfield.
And they're going to give it to Bailey. Bailey takes a cut to the near side. He's got some yardage back to the original line of scrimmage and another yard or 2. But a good tackle over there makes it 3rd down and goal from, let's say, the 8-yard line. Just depends on the spot, 8 or 9.
Yeah, it's going to be the 9.
From the 9-yard line, gain of 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Arkadelphia lines up. Davis this time is lining up as a receiver in the slot to the right side. Loy is also on that side. 3 receivers on the left. Whitten wants to run. He's got some room. He's at the 5. He's in. Touchdown, Arkadelphia. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns.
That was big execution on those on the quarterback draw there from Donovan Whitten. The defensive backs had 3 receivers on the left side, Loy on the right. They stayed out and stayed wide. The linebackers went out with it, and Donovan Whitten did a nice job of drawing them outside and then finding a hole up the middle for the touchdown.
Extra point attempt is up, and it is, as always, it seems, absolutely good. Spencer Allen has made it 14 with that point, so it's 14-7 Arkadelphia. 3:47 left in the first quarter of what promises to be an amazing football game. We'll see what Shiloh can do and what the Arkadelphia defense can do when we come back.
When severe weather knocks you down, Shelter Insurance is there to help pick you up. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
In Arkadelphia, contact Shelter Agent Chad Kesterson.
Arkadelphia has scored on a 49-yard drive and now a 47-yard drive. The Badgers overcame a penalty on the first drive, got a touchdown on a Whitten to Loy pass. This time Whitten took it up the middle himself, set up for the pass, and then ran to the middle of the field and was able to dive into the end zone and get the touchdown as the defense was converging. There's no sliding in Donovan Whitten. He's going to try to get every yard he can get, and he got the touchdown. So Arkadelphia leads at 14-7, 3:47 left in the first quarter. Kickoff returnable from the 11-yard line. This is Solomon. Solomon's got a little bit of room, and he's up the middle, and he is to the 50. Solomon might be caught from behind, or here's Allen trying to make a tackle, and he will. Good tackle by Spencer Allen, but it's a huge kickoff return, and yet the Arkadelphia fans in front of us are pointing at a flag back at the 23-yard line.
There is a flag at the 23-yard line, and this may come back. Arkadelphia fans, but let's give it up to them. They have been standing on their feet the entire game. For the entire game, Arkadelphia fans have been on their collective feet. And this referee, the one who threw the flag, is walking back, so it is going to be on Shiloh Christian. They have not signaled what the penalty is yet, but where it was thrown is the 23, so that may put Shiloh Christian back to the 13-yard line.
We will have to read the signal from behind. It is a hold. So holding an illegal block on the return, and it happened early in what turned out to be a very long return. So a break for Arkadelphia, or perhaps you wonder if the return would have happened in that fashion without the hold, but at any rate, it's going to back up Shiloh.
Jeff, this is the most points Shiloh has given up since October 15th. They gave up 20 to Gentry. They gave up 13 to Huntsville. They gave up 20 to Gentry, and I believe that game was 48-0, and then Gentry scored 20 in the second half. So these are the most meaningful points the Shiloh defense has given up in several weeks.
And now the Shiloh offense will have the ball, but they're going to start at their own 13-yard line instead of the ball inside the 25 of the Badgers. So the holding call makes a big difference in field position. We'll see if the Badger defense can hold on. Here is a running play wide, and there's a lot of room to run. There's a shoestring tackle at the 25, where it would have been a big gain, as sprinting out to the right side was Ben Baker.
Yeah, Baker took the ball around the outside and was able to find some open space on that right side. The Arkadelphia defense had collapsed to its right, They found a hole on the left side of that Arkadelphia defense.
Gain of 12. Here's Eli Wisdom calling out the snap count. Now he's got two players changing the formation. It's going to be Henley lining up with his quarterback to the right, but he wants to pass. Looking downfield, Wisdom is looking deep. He'll throw short. It's a complete pass to the 35. Run after the catch by Hutchinson, but he's going to be knocked down by 3 Badgers. The one holding on was Buckley.
Lots of motion, lots of movement, pre-snap movement by Shiloh Christian to try to keep the defense guessing, and that time they were able to get that pre-snap movement and move that pocket to the left, and that's where Wisdom has been successful, moving that pocket to the left side.
Pass across the middle. It is complete to the 50 and no farther. Well, now he's going to get a little bit more yardage, but Arkadelphia will drag him down. They're going to spot it at the 49 of the Badgers.
That was tough. They let him go a long time. Landon Kewen was in position, slipped and fell, had to get back up, and he was able to help in on the tackle. They let that one go a while. Kewen almost was able to strip that ball away.
From the Arkadelphia 49-yard line, first down at 10 for the Saints. Baker to the left of his quarterback. He's going to run it. Right up the middle he goes. Some good blocking in the interior line. He's going to fall forward to the Arkadelphia 43-yard line. They might give him the 42. Spotted at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 7, second down and 3. Both offenses just looking great right now. Arkadelphia leads it by 7, but Shiloh is on the move. They'll send a man in motion, 4 receivers on the left side. Wisdom is looking to the left. He's throwing deep to the sideline. It is a incomplete pass. Almost a wonderful catch.
Yeah, sorry to jump on you there, but I knew that we couldn't see you because of the fans, but it was almost a wonderful catch by Cooper Hutchinson, as they have 4 receivers on this left side. They're putting pressure on one side of that defense. Wisdom's rolling that pocket to the left, biding himself some time, and he's able to find the open receiver just a little bit too high for Hutchinson.
Then Baker comes in motion for Shiloh. On 3rd down and 3, they'll throw a screen pass. Out in the flat, there's yardage for Henley. He's inside the 40 to the 35 to the 30-yard line. He's hard to tackle. They're finally going to bring him down up to the Arkadelphia 26, maybe the 27. We'll see where they spot it. They're going to give him yardage to the 27. First down and 10. Wisdom wants to run this time. He's got good speed. He cuts to the outside, and he's got some room to run. He's going to get by Ware. He's going to sprint to the end zone, and he got there. That's a touchdown for Shiloh.
2 fast offenses. Wisdom had the draw. He went up the middle, took 1 step to the outside, and was able to get outside there and was able to outrun the Arkadelphia secondary. We'd heard that Wisdom was deceptively fast. He's not deceptively fast, he's just fast. And he was able to get in that secondary and find the corner of the end zone.
Extra point attempt, we expect, will be tried by Caleb Anderson. Now he comes onto the field. They'll leave that wagon gate formation and set up for the traditional extra point to try to tie the game. 1:36 left. We are in the middle of a very exciting first half, nearing now the end of the first quarter. Anderson set for the extra point attempt. Every extra point is going to be important tonight. The kick is up, and the kick is good, and this game is tied at 14. Arkadelphia 14, Shiloh 14. Both teams have scored on both of their possessions. We'll be back after this.
The Board of Directors of South Central Arkansas Electric Cooperative believes in the necessity of high-speed internet access in rural South Central Arkansas. South Central Connect was created to fill a need other internet providers are not able to provide to our area. South Central Connect, through our local cooperative, brings the necessity of internet service to your house, much like they did electricity in the 1930s. Sign up today at southcentralconnect.com or call 855-269-3429.
Well, if you like offense, you got to like this game. Both teams have had the ball twice. Both teams have scored 2 touchdowns. Whitten has a touchdown pass and a touchdown run, and Wisdom has a touchdown pass and a touchdown run.
Yeah, Arkadelphia has helped themselves with kickoff return. You wonder if Shiloh will try to do something different. If they're going to give up 50 yards of kick return, do they say, all right, well, we might as well try an onside kick to see if we're going to give up the ball at the 50. We might as well have a chance to get it back. See, they've kicked deep twice. They went once to the right side to Bailey, once to the left side to Hughes. Now Buckley, Jayshon Davis, and Latonio Hughes are deep to receive for Arkadelphia. This will be interesting to see how Shiloh decides to attack these kickoffs now since they've given up 2 big ones.
You know, if they try an onside kick and they don't recover it, they're still going to have no different field position than Arkadelphia's had on their 2 kickoff returns. So at some point they might try it.
Excuse me. Guy, Ware, Barry, Babb, and Loy up on the front lines in the hands team.
Anderson is set for the kickoff. And he kicks it deep and long and over the head of Davis. What a wonderful kickoff. It landed in the end zone, and so it's a touchback.
That's one way to keep the Arkadelphia from having a good kickoff return. And Anderson is a good kicker. Watching him during pregame, there are nets on the end zone to our right. There are nets behind that goal post and not to the left where the parking lot is. And he was clear. He's got a really, really good leg for a kicker. And it'll be tough for Arkadelphia to block one of those. We've seen Arkadelphia block some extra points this season, but he gets the ball up so quickly it's going to be tough for Arkadelphia to block one.
We were careful where we parked, in part because of something that Southwest Auto did for us. I'll let you describe after this play. Here's the snap on first down, a handoff. Davis is hit immediately this time and will make it back to the line of scrimmage and not much more.
Yeah, Cooper Darr, the defensive lineman right there with Caden Henley, stuffed up the right side of that line. Arkadelphia has had some success to the left. They try to go to the right this time, and Shiloh's able to stuff that one forward, no gain. Yeah, I would like to thank Southwest Auto for allowing the broadcast crew to drive a vehicle up here this weekend.
Yeah, needed a big vehicle, and they said, we'll supply that. Here is a pass play, and a completed pass to the 28-yard line. What a great catch by Lloyd.
Wow, that was an unbelievable catch. He planted to go up to catch it and slipped a little bit. He was still able to get his arms up enough to make that catch, and that was a 9-yard gain on 2nd and 10, 3rd and short for Arkadelphia. A huge catch that time from Lloyd, because if he misses that, Widger was there, the corner was there, and it could have been 6 the other way.
It was a 9-yard gain, as Chris said. So on 3rd down and 1, Davis is in the backfield next to his quarterback. They're going to fake it to Davis, and he wants to pass. He'll throw it short to Davis. There's yardage to the 30, 35-yard line. Finally knocked out of bounds near the 40-yard line.
They set up the screen play to perfection. Nigel Robinson, the right tackle for Arkadelphia, let off his block, came out and sprung Jayshon Davis for a nice gain out to the 40-yard line. They took advantage of the pressure that Shiloh brought on that play. Nice call, nice execution by Donovan Whitten, being patient but not waiting too long.
Well, both offenses really geared up for the game. Both defenses are tackling well, but the offenses have been able to call plays that have worked tonight. Back to pass, Whitten under some pressure. He'll throw this one short. It's another screen pass to Davis, and he's got yardage again.
Shiloh's bringing pressure. We saw it last week after Arkadelphia got out to the big lead against Crossett. The Eagles defense started bringing pressure as well, trying to overwhelm that Arkadelphia offensive line. Shiloh has shown that they're going to do the same thing. Arkadelphia has gone to the screen passes to Jayshon Davis to combat that and maybe try to keep Shiloh a little bit honest.
Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3. Arkadelphia at its own 47-yard line. Game tied at 14 with 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Whitten will fake the handoff. He'll throw a short pass. It's complete. This is Hughes. A big move to the 45 to the 40. He is tackled at the 36-yard line. Big play by Hughes. Yardage after the catch.
Yeah, big play. You had a corner blitz coming on that backside. Donovan Whitten did a nice job of finding that blitz, finding Hughes. He put a nice move on. He gets tackled and is going to come out for a little bit, but now I believe that's going to take us to the end of the quarter. Arkadelphia is not going to have to snap the ball again.
The quarter has ended now. What a quarter it was. 14 for the Saints, 14 for the Badgers. Both sides have had a lot to cheer about, but Arkadelphia has the ball, closing in on scoring position now with a first down at the 37-yard line of the Saints when we come back after this.
Everyone's known for something. Ours is simple. At the Southwest Auto Collection and iDriveSWA.com, you get the absolute lowest price on America's best brands: Ford, Lincoln, Chevy, GMC, Buick, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. The best selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. And we deliver anywhere in the state, plus tires for life. It really is that simple. Visit us today, the Southwest Auto Collection, I-30 exit 78 in Arkadelphia, or online at iDriveSWA.com.
Shiloh Christian, Chris, might have more total yards at the end of that quarter, but it's just because their drives were a little bit longer. The long kickoff returns gave Arkadelphia 2 short drives for touchdowns.
Yeah, both offenses moving successfully. Arkadelphia starting inside Shiloh territory, had touchdown drives with 49 and 47. This one will be, Arkadelphia started its own 25, so they've moved 45 yards on this, and they're going to try to move the other, sorry, they're at the 37-yard line. So both offenses are doing well. Which defense is going to be able to come up with a stop first?
Trip Campbell, Carter Babb, and Bailey are to the near side as you look at your screen. Loy alone at the top of the screen. Whitten at quarterback, fakes a handoff to Davis, and Whitten wants to run. He's got some yardage. He'll fight for more, and he'll go down inside the 35-yard line to the 34. He got 3 yards on the play, 2nd and 7. Hughes is in the slot in the middle of the 3 receivers to the left side of the line of scrimmage. But Davis will run it. Davis looks for a block. He gets one. He's got yardage. He'll be driven down by about 3 Saints, but he's inside the 30, and he is close to a first down, but maybe a little bit short.
It looks like it'll be about 3rd and 2 as Jay-Sean goes to the right side. They had success on the left side. They tried the right side on the first play of this drive, couldn't get anywhere. That is about a 5-yard gain.
So it's 3rd down and 2, ball at the 29-yard line of Shiloh. This is 4-down territory, but the Badgers need 2 for a first down. And they are going to run it. Whitten is blocking for his running back. Davis breaks it. Davis might go to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Arkadelphia, James Sean Davis.
Here you're going to see on the replay, look at Shiloh Christian's defense is going to overload that left side. 10 players are right there on the line of scrimmage, and after Jay-Sean Davis busts through that, nobody's going to get him. You're not going to be able to tackle him low. We heard our friend across it last week hollering for the Eagles to tackle him low. That's not going to happen, and Jay-Sean Davis did a nice job of cutting back against that grain to score the 3rd touchdown for Arkadelphia.
Spencer Allen's kick is good, but there's a whistle, and I think they're going to say it is good. They're coming off the field.
Yeah, they blow that whistle really quickly after the kick has crossed that line of scrimmage or is away, and it does throw you off. But I thought that one was a little bit close to being that was the closest to the right upright that we've seen from Spencer Allen.
Yeah, good thing there is it didn't fade. It started right, but it stayed true, and it went through the uprights for the extra point. So Arkadelphia leads at 21-14. The offenses for both teams have scored on each of their possessions, and now Shiloh will get the ball back momentarily.
And our counter on here shows that our stream stopped about a minute ago, so I think it was after the touchdown. But I think you might have missed the extra point, but we're showing that we cut off one time, so apologize for that. We're working on our going off of our hotspot and have good connection so far, but apologize for that. We'll kind of monitor that as well. And look, but Arkadelphia, Jeff, 21 points against this Shiloh defense that was stored in the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette today. Talked about how successful that defense has been. And Arkadelphia has really done a good job. I think it's going to come down to which defense is able to make a stop first. Neither defense has been able to so far. 3 possessions for Arkadelphia, 3 scores. 2 possessions for Shiloh Christians, 2 scores.
Each team has been able to make first downs and 3rd down situations, even 4th down situations. That was an 8-play, 80-yard drive for Arkadelphia.
It was both a Welch Funeral Home first down and a Farm Bureau touchdown.
Thank you for that. We are so thankful to all of our sponsors. And we're going to bring you a lot of their messages and say thank you often because it means so much to be able to bring you these games. High kickoff, returnable for Solomon. He will bobble it and then return it from the 10 up to the 15-yard line. He's got a lot of speed, and he is still on the sideline on the far side, knocked out before he can reach the 40-yard line. But both teams have very exciting kickoff returns here in the first half.
Yeah, Chase Vanselborg with the tackle on that. Both teams work on special teams, and Shiloh has been able to take advantage of Arkadelphia a couple of times. One of those was called back for a hold. They were still able to capitalize. Arkadelphia also as well. You have 4 out wide. Caden Henley, they're on just to the left of your screen, is a big blocker. You wonder if they might try to throw a screen out to one of these receivers and let Henley do his work blocking.
4 receivers to the bottom of your screen. They're all good receivers. They don't just have 1 or 2. They've got about 4. They'll pass, and the ball is batted at the line of scrimmage and falls short.
Yep, it was either Tucker Guy or Max Wilson. I think it was Max Wilson, the defensive lineman. You know, Shiloh flooded that formation to the right side. Wisdom dropped back, and he was looking at the one-on-one coverage of Ollie Ware and Neal.
All right, they'll change the formation now. They'll send Henley in motion. They'll look deep, and they'll throw short, and it's complete. There's a run after the catch to the 50, and now knocked down at the Arkadelphia 46-yard line. A couple of Badgers ran into each other, Buckley and Hughes, and they're both slow in getting up. Yeah, they really ran into each other trying to reach the ball carrier after he caught the pass and made a nice move to the middle of the field. Ball is spotted at the Arkadelphia 46-yard line. So it's first down and 10 from the 46. Latonio stayed up for a minute and then went down. And that's going to be a key thing, Chris, because he's so talented, had such a big game last week, and has already contributed much this week.
Yeah, and I think it was a friendly fire as well. Arkadelphia had a couple knock into each other. Can't really tell what it is. Obviously, Latonio battled a shoulder injury earlier in the year. Doesn't look like it's his shoulder right now. He's going to walk it off under his own power, try to shake it off, but that would be big for Arkadelphia. Got to have Latonio Hughes both offensively and defensively.
Good to see him walking under his own power. It's the equivalent of a blindside hit because his eyes were on the Shiloh player, and he ran into his own player. Those two players ran into each other. On first down, Shiloh has it at the 46. The Arkadelphia defense has had time to regroup again. They've not been able to hurry this play, has Shiloh.
See if they go to the
quarterback
side.
Wants to throw to the left side, and he's got a complete pass to the receiver at the 31-yard line to the 30-yard line. On the catch was a very fine receiver in Bodie Neal. You got to watch for him. He's good on defense and on offense. 4 receiving touchdowns this year, an interception against Ashdown.
Yeah, tackled by Carter Babb. You know, he was the one who replaced Hughes. You wondered if they might go after him the first time.
From the 29, they're going to run it. This is Baker. He's got some room to run. Breaks the tackle to the 15, to the 10, knocked out of bounds, but a big gain for Shiloh. First down at the 3-yard line. First down and goal at the Arkadelphia 3-yard line. Baker is the running back. He gets the call. Up the middle he goes behind that big offensive line. He'll fall into the end zone. And an extra point will once again tie this game up. Wow. These are good defenses, but the offenses are just playing lights out right now.
Really are. 3 possessions for each, 3 touchdowns for each team.
Anderson is on. They want the 1-point conversion to tie it up. Throughout the first half, Arkadelphia has been scoring and Shiloh has been answering. 9:58 left in the second quarter. Anderson is set for the kick. 2 really good kickers, and his kick is up and his kick is right on target. So this game is tied once again. It is Arkadelphia 21 and Shiloh 21 with 9:58 left in the second quarter. We'll be back with more first half action, Arkadelphia and Shiloh, after this.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are on your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What a first half it has been. Jeff Root along with Chris Brad bringing you the action. And Chris, it's just offense all night. These are good defenses, but they have not been able to stop highly potent offenses. You know, they were strong offenses during the regular season. It would appear that both offenses have had the ability to add some wrinkles in the playoffs that have really paid off for both teams.
All right, and there's speed on the field too. You know, I mean, you got skilled ball carriers, you got good coaching staffs who are calling it up and dialing things up, and these offenses are executing. Do they go deep to the end zone or try to pooch it?
They're going to go deep again, and very deep. Arkadelphia would like to return it from the 1. Here he comes. This is Davis. He's to the 15. He's to the 20. He's on his feet at the 25 to the 30-yard line. That's an outstanding job by Davis to give Arkadelphia a pretty good field position. Would have been back at the 20 otherwise, so first down and 10, Badgers at the 30-yard line.
Well, he caught that one at the goal line. Got some good blocking. Latonio Hughes came up. Buckley was there. The front line of that Arkadelphia return team did a nice job, a nice hurdle move, and we're just glad to see him land that and keep on going.
Arkadelphia lines up offensively. Pressure on both offenses to just keep scoring because the opponent has kept scoring throughout this game. Continue to score. Pass play. Whitten looks deep downfield, throws deep. He's looking for Loy, and it's incomplete. Oh, the Arkadelphia fans really wanted interference there and some early contact.
Yeah, there was. It came off with the backside, that right arm came over the top of Loy's shoulder, prevented him from being able to reach up for the ball, and Arkadelphia could have gotten that one to go its way. It would have been nice.
Yeah, I can't say that the crowd is out of order this time. That was an early hit, but no penalties. So on 2nd and 10, running play. Whitten looking for space. He'll go wide. He'll search for space and find some. There's a good run, 7-8 yards when it looked like he might lose a yard or two.
Boy, he did a nice job. Shiloh stuffed the middle of that. He bounced it out. Jayshon Davis could use a block. Whitten was able to get outside there to gain 8 yards on 2nd and 10.
Third down, 2 yards to go. Arkadelphia at its own 38-yard line. You know, I guess anywhere on the field might be 4-down territory, but Arkadelphia is looking for just 2 to create a first down play here. Safeties are up at the line of scrimmage. Whitten at quarterback talks to Davis. And they're going to hand it to Davis. He's hitting the backfield. Boy, I thought I heard a whistle. And did I hear a whistle? Shiloh says they even have the ball.
No, the official came in and said it was down. Regardless, it's going to be 4th and 4. That's the first victory for either defense so far this game.
And now Davis is down holding his leg. And so we might need to take a break on this one. I guess I just heard something in the crowd. I thought I heard a whistle just as the ball was snapped, but that was not the case. Instead, it was just Shiloh able to get into the backfield very, very quickly. They hit Jayshon low, they hit him high and brought him down. And he is holding a leg, and this might take a moment, so we'll take a break. A very important 4th down coming for Arkadelphia, 4th down and 4. Most important, though, is whether or not Mr. Jayshon Davis is okay. Hit as soon as he got the ball. We'll be back, and we'll see about Arkadelphia's decision on 4th down, and we'll see about Jayshon Davis when we come back. 8:42 left. We're in the second quarter. Arkadelphia 21, Shiloh 21. We'll be back after this.
Under perfect conditions, your car traveling at 65 miles per hour can stop in about 300 feet. That's the length of a football field.
But a fully loaded tractor trailer, one that weighs 80,000 pounds, will take 2 football fields to stop. And that's if the driver is rested, paying attention, and the truck and load is properly maintained.
If you're in an accident with a big truck, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
Get the experienced team that's going to be on your side, by your side.
Is up and walking with assistance to the sideline. He was hit very hard, both low and high. Went down immediately, and that's because he was hit as soon as he got the ball. But the ball didn't come out until after the play was well over, so Arkadelphia did not turn it over. It is 4th down. Arkadelphia has the ball at its own 36-yard line, and it does look like they'll go for it, but of course Whitten is also the punter, so we'll see what they decide to do. Good news for Arkadelphia is that Latonio Hughes is back in the game.
Yeah, D'Angelo Buckley checks in as the running back now for Arkadelphia. This is a big play for Arkadelphia. Looks like Whitten will step back.
Yeah, he's going to back up, and we expect a punt. We'll see if we get one. And now Arkadelphia jumps offside, so they're going to back him up 5.
False start on the far side. The receivers just went a little bit too early, and that's going to be 4th down and 9 now for Arkadelphia.
So a loss of 2 on 3rd down and 2. And now a loss on the penalty from the 31-yard line. It will be 4th down and 9. Saw 2 receivers jump that time. And 2 cover men, I should say, for this punt. They come after the punt, but the kick is away. Good punt by Whitten, allowed to bounce, and it will take a Shiloh bounce, and so Babb will cover it at the 41-yard line. So for the first time tonight, Shiloh has the ball and an opportunity to take the lead.
Yeah, it was a first stop for a defense. You know, Arkadelphia had a incomplete pass to Lloyd, looking for Lloyd deep, and didn't get the call that they wanted to get. Official let them play. Whitten was able to get 8, and then you had the big stop. Sudden change move. You wonder if Shiloh might try to take advantage of that and try to go for the home run ball on the first play of this drive.
Khalil Mobley is in the game. Split receiver to the right side, the tallest player on the field tonight. Back to pass, Wisdom. Now he wants to run. He's hemmed in, and he'll be tackled back at the 39-yard line.
That's a coverage sack. Landon Kuhn came from behind, but Alex Turley did a nice job of spying on Wisdom there. Broke down, didn't go for any pump fakes. He was able to bring Wisdom down for a loss. One of the first negative plays the Arkadelphia defense has been able to force to Shiloh. It looked like Shiloh was trying to go deep on that first play.
Second down, 13 yards to go for the Saints. They're going to hand it off and running to the right side and making big yardage. He's to the 40, to the 30-yard line, cuts to the inside of the field to the 25, and he might go. To the 10, to the end zone on the long touchdown run, Bo Williams.
They had the block on the outside. Arkadelphia had one false step, and Williams was able to go down that right side and cut back.
7:47 left in the second quarter. And Arkadelphia had scored on 3 straight possessions and then had to punt. Shiloh just scored on its 4th straight possession. Anderson on for the extra point attempt. Snap is a good one, and the kick is up, and it is perfect again. So it is Shiloh 28, Arkadelphia 21. Well, when we come back, Arkadelphia will have the ball, and the Badgers have scored on 3 of their 4 possessions so far, but we'll have to see who's in the lineup after a couple of injured Arkadelphia players, and at least one of them, and Hughes, we think is going to be back. We'll see when we come back after this.
Locally owned and operated, Welch Funeral Home has been serving the Arkadelphia community since 2005. Our goal at Welch Funeral Home is to offer every family that will allow us to serve them the most caring, dignified, professional service at the most affordable price. With over 40 years of experience in the funeral home industry, owner Tim Welch and Welch Funeral Home have also been longtime supporters of the Arkadelphia Badgers and Lady Badgers. Contact Welch Funeral Home at 870-230-1400 or visit them at 202 South 4th Street near downtown Arkadelphia.
Arkadelphia set to receive the kickoff from Shiloh. Badgers have had 2 long kickoff returns across midfield. We'll see if Anderson will continue to kick it long. The last 2 kicks, one landed in the end zone, the other came down just before it got to the goal line. And the Badgers are going to send deep D'Angelo Buckley. We'll see what Anderson will decide to do. Buckley not as much experience, but great speed. Anderson with his strong right leg is going to send it deep, and this might go to the end zone. It does. Into the end zone. Cannot return a kickoff from the end zone. And so Arkadelphia will take over at the 20-yard line. So the Badgers have the ball. It does appear to me that Hughes will be in the game. I do not see Davis right now, and he might be out for a while longer.
Yeah, our viewpoint is not very good to be able to see the sideline. We're right on top of it. Can't really see. There's some signs in front, so can't really see, but it'll be D'Angelo Buckley. You see Braylon Bailey going back out there. The offensive line's really going to need to block because you know that Shiloh's going to be bringing the house right now.
Yeah, they'll come after Whitten, one would think. We'll see what they do. Arkadelphia first down and 10. Ball at its own 20-yard line after the touchback. Bailey comes in motion. They're going to hand it to him. Braylon Bailey looking for space and not finding much.
Yeah, tried to cut it out. It was going to the right side, tried to cut it back, and then just stopped his momentum. And you're not going to be able to tiptoe through that. Shiloh did a nice job of pursuing the ball to keep it to a 1-yard gain.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Ball at the 21-yard line of Arkadelphia. And we have stopped action for a moment. The officials are having a conversation. Don't know if it's equipment related or what the conversation is about. The lights did flicker for a moment, but now we're back to action. Arkadelphia, second down, 9 yards to go. Ball at its own 21-yard line. Trailing for the first time tonight, it is Saints 28, Badgers 21. Whitten, under pressure, will run. He'll make some yardage, but he'll fall down short of the 25. The gain up to the 24-yard line for Whitten.
Again, pressure. It's the 4 defensive linemen. They're bringing a linebacker and dropping one back. Arkadelphia, Whitten doesn't have a whole lot of time there to try to let anything develop fully. He was forced to scramble to that side only for a short gain. 3rd and 6, maybe 7.
Loy is split wide to the right side with 2 other receivers. Back to pass, a screen pass. It is caught by Trip Campbell, but he's going to slip down at the 29-yard line.
That was a good catch by Campbell. The throw threw him just a little bit, forced Campbell to have to reach for it just a little bit. Did a nice job of making the pass and being able to get just short of that sticks. That could have been a much shorter gain.
They're going to go for it. Whitten will back up now. Look to his coach for the play. Arkadelphia trailing by 7. Ball at its own 29. They are going to go for it. Here's a quarterback sneak. They're going to push forward. I think he's going to have it. Yeah, they spotted at the 31. First down and 10.
Well, it wasn't there, and then that line just kept pushing, and you had some linemen come from the backside to push Donovan from behind. Good job, Braylon Bailey. You saw Brady Curtis come from behind and push Donovan to get that big first down. That was a big play, Jeff. Really big to get that 4th down conversion.
New life at the 31-yard line for Arkadelphia. In motion comes Hughes. They'll fake it to him. They want to pass deep. Whitten fires it downfield. It is complete to Babb. Beautiful catch at the 49-yard line.
It was a good catch, a good route. The offensive line did a great job of buying Donovan Whitten some time. Carter Babb was able to make that catch and bring it in to get out to midfield.
18-yard gain. They'll spot the ball at the Arkadelphia 49-yard line. Arkadelphia needed a big play without Davis in the lineup, and Babb just gave him one. First down and 10. In motion comes Hughes. Good to see him back in the game. Back to pass, Whitten. Under pressure again. They're going to blitz, and they will trip him up, and he'll fall at the 37. So a big loss on the play of 12. Whitten tried to go wide, but he got tripped up and couldn't stay on his feet.
Yeah, there are 4 defensive linemen and 1 linebacker showing. Every once in a while that linebacker will drop, but those defensive linemen have their ears pinned back, and they are coming for Donovan Whitten. Not a lot of time for things to develop, for plays to develop. Arkadelphia in a hole now behind the stick, 2nd and about 20 it looks like.
Yeah, they did spot it at the 38-yard line, so it's 2nd and 21. They'll send Bailey in motion. Back to pass, Whitten. He's looking downfield. He's got some room to run, and he'll take it. He's across the 45, spins to the 50, and goes all the way to the 47-yard line of Shiloh. Now
none of the officials saw it, but the far side in front of the Shiloh bench is pointing down like that ball was down. That was close. Donovan went for one last spin, and it
was clear to me the ground caused that fumble as he stretched out. So it's a proper call.
My Badger Blue was hoping that's what the officials saw as well.
I was hoping they saw it, but it was clear. It was clear to us. It's right in front of us here on the visitor side press box. In motion comes Hughes. It is 3rd down. Got a good gain on 2nd and 21, but they need 6 more. Back to pass, Whitten under a lot of pressure, a safety blitz. He'll throw a pass that's incomplete. And he had a lineman downfield as well.
Yeah, they set up the screen pass to Braylon Bailey, but the corner, number 6, you saw him coming from that left side of the Shiloh set. Dax Widger, the corner, the 5'10", 160-pound corner, had a corner blitz. Nobody was able to pick him up. He came unaccounted for, and Donovan wasn't able to have enough time to get that one to Braylon Bailey for that screen. There we say it again, trying to get that Welch Funeral Home first down. Arkadelphia might have gotten away with a false start.
4th down and 6, completed pass up to the 37-yard line of Shiloh. Beautiful pass, Loy with the catch. That is a Welch Funeral Home first down.
Well, we need more and more of those. That was a big pass and catch. It's got to be quick routes. That's what that one was. It was a 10-yard out route to the sticks or just past the sticks. Alex Lloyd did a nice job of planting that left foot, going to the sideline, hauling that one in. Way to stand in there. Nice job of standing in there by Donovan Whitten.
Ball at the 38-yard line. They're going to spot it. First down and 10. In motion comes Lloyd to the near side. Now in motion comes Bailey. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to get some yardage by just sheer willpower. Looked like a fullback in there as he crossed the 35 to the 34.
Yeah, you brought Braylon Bailey in motion, had a linebacker come out with him because you got to honor that. You got to respect Braylon Bailey out in space, and that opened up the middle. Arkadelphia was able to get a good 4-yard gain on first down.
Nice thing about this drive so far, it's second down and 6 now. They're eating up a lot of clock as well as we're under 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Whitten at quarterback will back up. He's under pressure again. He escapes that pressure. He wants to run. He's going to get some yardage. Inside the 30, he blasts a defender, and he's out of bounds just short of the 20-yard line.
Sorry about that, Jeff, but I just saw Donovan Whitten go. He's not going out of bounds. We've talked about it all year long, and he tried to get that safety off of him, and he did, and got the first down.
He lifted him off the ground, I believe. First down and 10 at the 24 of Shiloh. That was right in front of the Shiloh bench. And everybody hopped up to make sure everybody was okay, and I think everybody is okay. But, boy, it was a hit. Whitten wants to throw the ball. He's under pressure. He will throw it short. It's incomplete.
There's a good run for Donovan Whitten getting that Welch Funeral Home first down, but, again, they're just bringing pressure, finding those gaps, trying to make Donovan Whitten throw the ball quickly. That's exactly what happened then as Shiloh bringing pressure. Those defensive linemen, I think I've said it every play, but that's forcing Arkadelphia to try to make things go quickly. You got Antonio Hughes over here in the slot, potentially have a screen pass.
That was a safety blitz from Baker that time. Now they're bringing Henley, the linebacker. There's a pass. It is high and incomplete. Trying to pull it in with one hand was Lloyd. Couldn't quite do it.
Yeah. Henley, the linebacker, came on the blitz that time. They brought a safety blitz. They brought a linebacker blitz. That time it was Henley, and Donovan Whitten had to throw that ball before Lloyd had gotten into his move. If Lloyd just turned around, it would have been there, but his route was going to be a plant and go to the outside, and he didn't have enough time for that to develop. And so now 3rd and 10.
Ball at the 24-yard line of Shiloh on 3rd down and 10. No running backs in the formation. All receivers forward to the left side. Whitten steps up. He's got some time. He runs. He's hit from behind, and the ball gets away. The ball gets away, and I think Shiloh got it. He was hit from behind and lost the ball. Shiloh recovered out near the 20-yard line, and they've got 2:31 left in the quarter to try to stretch this lead.
Yeah, first turnover. Donovan escaped to the right and was trying to decide if he was going to try to hit that pass or go, and it just came from behind him, knocked the ball out, and the first turnover of the game goes to the Shiloh Christian defense.
Shiloh has not yet been stopped offensively. They are 4 for 4, 4 possessions and 4 touchdowns. Arkadelphia needs a stop. 2:31 left before halftime. You're down by 7 at halftime to the Saints. You're not hurting too badly, even though Shiloh will get the ball first in the third quarter. You don't want to be down by 2 touchdowns and see the Saints get the ball first. So Arkadelphia's defense looking to step up right here. High-powered offense for the Saints, showing it again tonight. A lot of these guys playing both ways. Wisdom wants to run to the left side. He's looking for space. He's got some to the sideline, but he's going to step out of bounds after a gain, not a first down.
Yeah, big 226 for Arkadelphia defense to try to come up with a stop.
Second down and 2. He got 8 yards on that. They'll throw short. It's intercepted. This is Hughes down the sideline. Hughes to the 10. Hughes to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkadelphia.
Man, Latonio Hughes with the interception. You're going to see the pocket goes to the right. He didn't see Hughes. Hughes was the corner. He dropped back, and then he jumped that route, and he was able to get that pick and go into the end zone for the Farm Bureau Insurance touchdown the defensive way. And that was huge. It wasn't a Welch Funeral Home first down, but we'll take it.
You bet. It's instead a Farm Bureau touchdown.
Boy, that was just a good deception by the defensive back, Latonio Hughes. He dropped in, he sagged off in coverage. The pocket was rolling to the right. Wisdom just overthrew. Hughes bit on the route, jumped the route, was able to pick it and go into the end zone.
Extra point is good, and this game is tied again. 28-28. What an exciting first half. Stay tuned for this entire contest, folks, because it is a classic already. Arkadelphia 28, the Saints 28, 2:17 left before halftime. We'll be back after this.
As a family-owned sporting goods supplier since 1950, Southwest Sporting Goods understands the value of customer service and is committed to providing the best quality customer service and merchandise available. Southwest Sporting Goods is located in Arkadelphia, but also has salesmen that cover the entire state of Arkansas to help ensure that their customers will receive the best customer service and pricing that can be found. Southwest Sporting Goods, located in downtown Arkadelphia, supporting the Badgers since 1950.
A 35-yard touchdown on an interception return by Latonio Hughes. He was injured earlier in the game, Chris. He's come back full steam and got that touchdown.
Yeah, and it couldn't have come at a bigger spot. You know, you mentioned it. That's the first time Arkadelphia stopped the Shiloh offense. That would have, if they had scored there, it's a two-possession game, 35-21, and Shiloh gets the ball coming out of halftime. So the Arkadelphia defense could not have come up with a bigger stop in a bigger spot.
First mistake by Wisdom tonight. He ran for 8 yards on first down, threw an ill-advised pass on second down, returned for a touchdown by Hughes, who broke on the ball immediately. Kickoff is returnable for Solomon from the 11-yard line. Now they're going to hand off. Here's a little trick play on the kickoff return, but Ben Baker is going to be tackled. They'll bring him down across the 25, maybe the 26 or 27, but a good response by that kit coverage team to the trick play.
Need to credit Chase Vantelborg again. Had the tackle, Marvion Berry there. Coach Ben Chandler, the special teams coach. You see that when you watch film. You know that the Shiloh might try a little wrinkle. Arkadelphia stayed in its lanes, did a nice job of preventing that big return.
Shiloh will start from its own 28-yard line. First down and 10. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second quarter. This game is tied. Arkadelphia will defend a running play to the far side. That's Ben Baker. He'll cut it upfield near the sideline and make some positive yardage, and the clock will continue to run. We're under 2 minutes to play in the quarter.
2-minute drill. Not that Shiloh has had any issues yet, but with time. But as we try to fix our clock here, we have some issues with our clock.
Wisdom back to pass, in trouble. He'll escape a sack. He'll throw it downfield. It's intercepted again. This is Ollie Ware down the far sideline. He's got some yardage inside the 25. Wow, Ollie Ware with the interception. Wisdom did a great job of getting free from a sack, but then as he sprinted to his left, he threw it downfield and didn't see Ollie Ware. He stepped in front of the receiver and got the interception.
Yeah, Katie Young had him in his grasp, but then you almost, if you're a Shiloh, if you're the coach, you're like, you got out of that one. You got some positive yards. Just go out of bounds. He tried to make something happen, and Ollie Ware was there with a huge interception. 2 straight interceptions for Arkadelphia.
The senior makes a big play, and out comes the offense. Still without Jay-Sean Davis. No, he's back in the game, Chris. Jay-Sean Davis has just checked back in. He'll line up as a receiver. That's good to see also. Witten wants to run on first down. He's going to have a yard or two, and they'll tackle him. Wait, Witten has been a fullback out there running in traffic. 1:23 left, clock running. No gain on the play. Second down from the 23-yard line of Shiloh. Davis now lines up in the backfield next to his quarterback, Witten. Witten will fake the handoff. He'll throw back to the left. Here's Bailey. Bailey hit immediately. He breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle. Still going, and he'll cross the 15-yard line to the 14.
Henley had him in the backfield. Caden Henley had him in the backfield, and timeout is going to be called. Well, they blew the whistle. What did they stopped the clock. We'll take it. Henley had him in the backfield, but Braylon Bailey, as we've seen time after time after time after time, was able to escape the tackle and get positive yards.
They did spot the ball at the 15-yard line, so it was a gain of 8. Gain of 8 on the play. Arkadelphia has time to think about it. Badgers still have 2 timeouts left, Chris. We'll keep it right here and talk about the fact that Arkadelphia is within field goal range, but still with it just being second down and 55 seconds left with 2 timeouts, they're going to run the offense a while longer.
Well, and you said it on the first possession of the game. This is not a field goal game. Arkadelphia is going to try to get one of those Welch Funeral Home first downs. You've got 3rd and 2. Not sure how Jay-Sean Davis is doing. Glad to see him back in the game. But big possession, big play right here for Arkadelphia. You've got Davis in the backfield with Donovan Whitten.
Thank you for correcting me on that. It is 3rd down and 2. Made the mistake of looking at the scoreboard. Never want to do that. 3rd down and 2, except at home, of course.
Well, yeah, but a while ago I messed up on the time. I just get a little bit excited. I had us already at halftime.
Well,
and I'm glad I wasn't, because Ollie wouldn't have been able to get that interception.
You know, it is exciting, isn't it? 55 seconds left. 28-28. Arkadelphia with a 3rd down. Still says now 3rd down and 2. Ball at the 15-yard line. Badgers line up quickly. Snap quickly. Now a little reverse play. And they're looking for Hughes to make yardage. I think he's going to have a first down. He's knocked out of bounds. I cannot see the yard line, but we'll see where they place the football.
Shiloh is signaling 4th down.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought he took enough strides to pick up a first down. We cannot see that part of the field.
Yep. 4th down.
Going to be 4th and 1. He did get 1 yard, but not 2. They'll spot the ball at the 14, so he needs 1 more. 4th down. I think you're right. This is a touchdown game, not a field goal game, so they're going to go for it on 4th down. Davis is out there. He's been in the lineup, but not carrying the football right now. And that Arkadelphia wants to think about it, and that's wise. They've got timeouts. Might as well take one and talk about it. 49 seconds left. Arkadelphia 28, Shiloh 28. And we'll come back with this exciting 4th down play after this.
At Eccles, Thompson, and Kneebone CPA, we seek to provide accounting, tax, and financial planning services to individuals and small businesses with proficiency and integrity. Serving Arkadelphia since 1977, our staff looks forward to meeting your financial goals of today and also becoming your financial advocate for life. Visit us at 205 North 25th Street or call 246-8991 today. Eccles, Thompson, and Kneebone LTD says go Badgers.
Chris, I'm thinking about climbing the ladder behind me to get a little higher view here. I don't know how safe that is. We're a little low on the visitor side, but we love being on the visitor side by the Arkadelphia fans. They've been standing up the entire game.
It's great. Really good crew. Made the way up to Northwest Arkansas, and I know we have a lot of people watching at home as well.
Power formation. The quarterback is Whitten. The tailback is Davis. Whitten takes the snap, hands it to Davis. Davis has a hole. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Touchdown, Jay-Sean Davis and the Arkadelphia Badgers.
It is a Welch Funeral Home first down and a Farm Bureau Insurance touchdown. You know, Arkadelphia has lined up in that bunch formation before, and Donovan Whitten has taken the snap. This time they decide to take it from under center, give the old school handoff to the running back. He found the hole on the left side, and man, how this game has turned around. Arkadelphia has taken a touchdown lead.
Really great blocking. Here's the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good. Arkadelphia 35, Shiloh 28. But don't take a break yet, folks. 44 seconds left. We'll see if Shiloh can tie it up or if the Badgers can hold them with just 44 seconds left. Arkadelphia has regained the lead at 35-28. We'll be back after this.
Everyone's known for something. Ours is simple. At the Southwest Auto Collection and iDriveSWA.com, you get the absolute lowest price on America's best brands. Ford, Lincoln, Chevy, GMC, Buick, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. The best selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. And we deliver anywhere in the state, plus tires for life. It really is that simple. Visit us today, the Southwest Auto Collection, I-30 exit 78 in Arkadelphia, or online at iDriveSWA.com.
I cannot help but think that Shiloh will loft a long pass or two before this half is over, but the last 2 possessions for Shiloh, a Hughes interception return for a touchdown for Arkadelphia, and an Ollie Ware interception that then resulted in a 4-play, 23-yard drive for a touchdown, and Arkadelphia, led by its defense and its offense this time, they've retaken the lead at 35-28 over the Saints.
But I tell you, when Jay-Sean Davis went down, that's a big spot in the game. Arkadelphia, kudos to them for being able to get over that and really come. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that kick might have gone over the home stands or the visiting stands over here. He got a little hook into it, trying to get it down the sideline a little too much. But it does prevent a kickoff return, which could be a silver lining for sure. Ball at the 35-yard line now for Shiloh, and they got 44 seconds left. They have some fast receivers. I will not be surprised to see them put the ball up deep.
Absolutely not. 44 seconds. I think both of these teams have had scoring drives of under that. We've got 63 points in the first 23 minutes and 16 seconds.
Well, Jim Rothwell has been busy keeping stats over here. I know that's for sure. What a first half this has been. 44 seconds left. Ball at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40-yard line. Back to pass. He'll throw it into the flats. Some blocking on that side, and that'll be a short game, but he does go out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 38 seconds left. The ball is just short of midfield. Well, they're going to mark it closer to the 46-yard line, so a gain of 6. Second down, 4 yards to go from the 46-yard line. Back to pass. Wisdom throws the same pass into the sideline. I think they're going to call it good. They will. Caught at the Arkadelphia 49-yard line. That will be enough for a first down for Shiloh, and they're making yardage with using very few seconds. Still 35 seconds left. Really good pass from Wisdom and a good catch on the sideline. No way to defend that. Wisdom back to pass. Under pressure from Wimberly. He'll throw an incomplete pass at the feet of Ben Baker. Nobody open. He had to throw that one away. It does stop the clock with 30 seconds left.
There's a combination of coverage and pressure. Coverage from the secondary on that side. Kobe Buckley, Ollie Ware, Tucker Guy dropped in coverage, but Nykeeson Wimberly, the freshman defensive tackle, had pressure from the backside of Wisdom as he was rolling out to his left. He just had to get rid of it because Nykeeson was breathing down his neck.
From the Arkadelphia 49-yard line, Eli Wisdom will hand it off. Here's Baker to the left side looking for space. He is hit. He will be driven down. Did he get out of bounds is the question. They are going to stop the clock with 23 seconds left. I guess he did.
Yeah, Landon Kewen shot up there through that gap from his linebacker position and was able to trip up Baker just enough.
That was a gain of just 4. It's 3rd down and 6. 23 seconds left. Wisdom at quarterback. Henley blocking for him. He is under pressure. He is still alive. He's backing up. He's looking downfield, and he throws the ball away.
Boy, let's get credit there to K.D. Young, Nykeeson Wimberly. Marvion Berry came on the linebacker blitz from the left side of the formation, and when Wisdom took the false step forward, he stayed home, and so that did not allow Wisdom to roll out to the right. So Berry, K.D. Young, Nykeeson Wimberly, give another credit to the secondary for coming up with a big incompletion, forcing an incompletion as well.
Did eat up some clock, 16 seconds left. And now a timeout's been called by Arkadelphia. Whistle blows. 16 seconds left, Chris. Arkadelphia would like to talk about it because we might be to a point here where Wisdom is going to be tempted to just fire the ball deep. Of course, they have a good field goal kicker, but I think it holds for both sides. You want touchdowns in this game and not field goals.
Yeah, this is not a field goal game.
But you said it a few times,
we
but
said
it's
it,
true.
But you can't overstate I guess you can overstate the obvious, but this is not a field goal game. You've seen earlier, too, on the fourth down, earlier in the 4th down, Eli Wisdom, the secondary did a nice job of covering, but Eli Wisdom was able to use his speed to bide enough time to roll out, and then run for the first down. Arkadelphia calls timeout. Coach Dustin Grimmett there in the middle of his huddle in the red cap, trying to get the strategy there with Coach Chandler as well.
Chris, we've also seen Wisdom throw the ball away a couple of times, perhaps a result of the 2 interceptions on the last 2 possessions by Shiloh. But we may be getting close now with 16 seconds left to a period of time where he's going to fire the ball deep and hope for the best because he's got good receivers with good speed, and he's got the arm to get it to the end zone from this spot.
He does. You got 3 receivers to this side, 1 on the far side. Henley back in the block.
Back to pass is Wisdom. He'll fire the ball deep down the sideline looking for a receiver. He caught it. He's knocked out of bounds.
They're calling him out of bounds.
Out of bounds when he caught the ball.
They are calling him out of bounds, and that will be a turnover on downs. A big sigh of relief on this side of Arkadelphia Badger fans. Woo! Woo!
You know, he caught it in stride but had to slide out of bounds. The pass just sailed too far out, and he couldn't keep his feet in bounds. So Arkadelphia has the ball with 10 seconds left at its own 45-yard line. They're talking on the sideline, but with only 10 seconds, let's see what Arkadelphia might decide to do. Davis is out there. He's limping a bit, but it's so good to see him out there.
This is going to be a victory formation. Let's get to the halftime break with the lead.
Yeah, that makes sense with only 10 seconds left. Quitten's going to take the snap and take a knee. And he'll step back, he'll wait, and then he'll take the knee at the 41-yard line. Now, they do have timeouts, but let's see if they want to take them.
Yeah, and Shiloh's not going to call a timeout, so that'll be half.
5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. A half to remember, and it's just the first half. Another half coming your way. First a halftime report coming your way. The score is Arkadelphia 35 and Shiloh 28. We'll be back with the halftime show after this.
Everyone's known for something. Ours is simple. At the Southwest Auto Collection and iDriveSWA.com, you get the absolute lowest price on America's best brands. Ford, Lincoln, Chevy, GMC, Buick, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. The best selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. And we deliver anywhere in the state, plus tires for life. It really is that simple. Visit us today, the Southwest Auto Collection, I-30 exit 78 in Arkadelphia, or online at iDriveSWA.com.
For over 75 years, Mary and Martha's Florist and Gifts on Main Street in Arkadelphia has served the people of Arkadelphia and her surrounding communities, providing a wide variety of floral and gift needs. Do you have a special occasion that calls for just the right touch of creativity? Join the many who call David Goodman at Mary and Martha's to create a floral arrangement to fit their needs and budget. Call Mary and Martha's at 870-246-2446 or visit their location at 921 Main Street in Arkadelphia. Mary and Martha's Florist is a proud supporter of the Arkadelphia Badgers.
Doctors Gary and Rob Rucker are proud sponsors of this Arkadelphia Badger broadcast. Dr. Gary and Rob Rucker supporting the Badgers since 1996.
Thanks for meeting me here.
No problem. You know, Farm Bureau Insurance has local agents making this kind of thing real easy.
Well, your auto insurance has saved me a lot on old Becky here.
Harold, your dog swallowed the remote again.
Who's that?
Older Becky.
Oh. Ugh.
Real service, real people. That's Farm Bureau Insurance.
Call Clark County Farm Bureau today at 870-246-4554. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler CPA is a longtime supporter of the Arkadelphia Public School District. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler has established a reputation for providing clients with outstanding services that include auditing, accounting, and tax and business consulting. Contact Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler today at 870-246-4563 or by visiting them at 305 Professional Park Drive in Arkadelphia. Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler says, "Go Badgers!"
Locally owned and operated, Java Primo is the official coffee house of ArkadelphiaBadgerTV.com. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. In addition to coffee, drinks, and desserts, we also have wonderful options for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Shop our gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com or visit us on Main Street in historic downtown Arkadelphia. Java Primo Coffee House, Cafe, and more says, "Go Badgers!"
This is the Southern Bancorp halftime show. At halftime, Arkadelphia 35 and Shiloh 28. What a first half it was. We're going to have a statistical report coming from Jim Rothwell here in a moment. And Aaron Seals going to join us for an interview after that. Please stay tuned for our halftime show sponsored by Southern Bancorp. And what a second half it is going to be. Our first quarter sponsor was Taylor King Law. Lots of touchdowns in that quarter. Our second quarter sponsor, Turner Rogers Manning & Plyler. Lots of touchdowns in that quarter. In the second half, in the third quarter, it's going to be Providence Veterinary Care. And in the fourth quarter, Eccles Thompson and Kneebone. And by the time we get to the postgame show, sponsored by Belinda Real Estate and our buddy Kerry Garnett in San Diego, man, we'll be talking about one of the games for the ages, as here at halftime, it's 35 for Arkadelphia and 28 for Shiloh. Lots of Welch Funeral Home first downs, lots of Farm Bureau touchdowns. And Jim, you've got a stat report for us with a lot of large numbers.
I do. I think my pen's smoking over here. It's having to go so fast. Good balance from Arkadelphia in the first half. Donovan Whitten was 10 out of 17, 123 yards, 1 TD. Split up, again, the receiving. He just splits it around. Davis, 2 receptions for 18. Hughes, 2 for 37. One big one to get it down there close to scoring. Babb had 1 for 18. Loy had 3 for 42. Again, just a typical thing we've seen from Arkadelphia, spreading it around. The rushing, again, it was Davis, 9 for 79. He didn't carry there until that last touchdown. He broke through on that. You'd look out there and you'd sort of see him limping, and then he suddenly goes 14 yards for a touchdown, knocking over people and running through them. Whitten, 14 carries for 54. One thing that impressed me, when Davis went out, it was like Donovan Whitten said, I got to take over right now. He made some first downs. He kept Arkadelphia in the game, completed some passes, allowed them to move the ball, and to counter the momentum that Shiloh Christian had built up after taking the lead. That was just extremely impressive. And again, he's rushed for 54 yards and thrown for 123. To me, penalties, both teams have about the same number, but it's been the turnovers. Arkadelphia had 1, the fumble, and then Shiloh Christian has had 2 interceptions, but theirs was costly. It led to Latonio Hughes returning 1 for a TD, and it also gave Arkadelphia bite the ball close there as well at the end of the game. So offensively, great. Arkadelphia's performed very well. What we expected, a lot of points. Defensively, it's Wisdom is everything that they said. He was 9 out of 19. I think Arkadelphia started to put some pressure on him, make him scramble a little bit. Didn't feel comfortable sitting there. When he can sit in the pocket and look down the field, he's got an arm and he just drills it to those open receivers that they've got. He threw 9 out of 19 for 132 yards, 1 TD, but the 2 interceptions. Again, splitting the receivers around, Hutchinson had 3 receptions for 31. Then Bodie Neal had 2 for 40. Big plays there. Rushing, good job there. Baker ends up with 10 carries for 77 yards. And Bo Williams had 1 carry for the long run, 61 yards. Again, Wisdom has 4 carries for only 39 yards. So good job of holding him in check on the runs. And again, you can tell for 9 out of 19, if you look, I think he's 60-something plus on the percentage. That makes him at 40, right at 47 or a little bit more. So Arkadelphia's putting enough pressure on him that they're disrupting what he wants to do. Sit there, pick out receivers, get the 7-8 yard gains that they're used to getting, and then get a big play in.
Jim, not many penalties in this game. Both teams have really played extremely well, extremely intense, very hard hitting. The 2 offenses had their way for a period of time, and then both defenses began to stand up.
They did. This game is going to come down to who can get the stops, whether it's by turnovers or a stop on 4th down or whatever. And so far, Arkadelphia has managed that, particularly with the turnovers.
Jim, it also says a lot that Arkadelphia could bounce back from an injury to Hughes, and then he was able to come back, an injury to Davis. It didn't look like necessarily he'd come back, but he was able to come back. He's carried the ball 1 time since he was back in. Nice hole opened up. He ran for a touchdown on a 4th and short play. And so Arkadelphia has been able to get players back. It looked kind of difficult for the Badgers when there were injuries to worry about and when they were down by 7 and Shiloh had the ball. But then the turnovers, Hughes, a big interception, returned for a touchdown, and then the Ollie Ware, the senior, made the big interception that led to the go-ahead touchdown. Now, Shiloh gets the ball first in the 3rd quarter, but they've got to score just to keep pace at this point.
That's right, and if Arkadelphia can get a stop here early, that will really shift things in this game. It'll help them have some momentum. It'll slow down Shiloh a little bit. So we'll see how it comes out here as we start the second half.
Jim, we appreciate you, and we are going to have an interview. We'll come back for that when we are back from this break. This is the Southern Baked-Core halftime show. Arkadelphia 35 and Shiloh 28. We'll be back after this.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great
You're okay?
rates.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Pepperoni pockets. Cuckoo Crusties.
There's no promo. It's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
In the headset.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Austin Wingfield in Arkadelphia today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Roadrunner is fueling good 1 gallon at a time, including for our very own Arkadelphia Badgers. When you fill up at Roadrunner's designated spirit pump on Pine Street at I-30, 3 cents of every gallon will go straight back to our school. This fall, Roadrunner is giving us the option to fill our tanks and our cups with a free fountain drink when we show our spirit pump receipt. In just 2 years, Roadrunner has donated more than $75,000 to local schools through this community-based initiative. We can't drop the ball now. This football season, let's head to Roadrunner to support our Badgers. Follow Roadrunner Stores on Facebook or visit roadrunnerstores.com for more information.
I guess LED lights allow you to do that. I guess it's the LED lights that allow you to do that.
This is the Southern Bancorp halftime show. Arkadelphia 35, Shiloh 28 here at halftime. Well, I tell you what, the last time the lights went out and I had a long conversation at halftime with Aaron Seal, it was bauxite. But that was a very different reason than the lights are out right now. Aaron, this is a unique kind of setting for a football game tonight.
This is very unique. The lights out tonight doesn't bother me so much because I know they'll come right back on for more football. And I tell you what a game we've got tonight. 2 teams, probably each of them playing at their prime level. I've never seen the Badgers play better than they're playing right now, and what an electric vibe in this stadium tonight. So electric.
You know, we've talked about how well the offensive played, and then the defense, both teams really,
yes,
but especially the Badgers, fought back in the second quarter. I tell you what, there's been a lot of hard hitting tonight. These are 2 teams that are dedicated to getting a victory tonight and moving to the championship game next week.
You can tell each of these teams, they know what's on the line. They know what they want to do, and the hitting's been hard. But I tell you also what I've seen is that big momentum shift in that second quarter where we had an injured player down, and then we lost the ball and we lost some ground. But the team has fought back from that, and that momentum shift that we lost just for a moment, we gained that back. We went into halftime ahead. And I tell you, we got some big playmakers out there tonight, too, that just really, really bringing in some plays.
It is already a classic, and we can hardly wait for the second half. But first, we have an opportunity to talk about the band program for a little while. What a year you guys had. Give us a recap. I mean, how many – do you have room for trophies anymore? Where do you put these things?
We are out of room for trophies and for people. Our band room is designed in the 80s, 1970s, I guess, for a band of probably 65, 70 students in the band, and we have more than doubled that number. So we're out of room for trophies, for people. We are really pinching the seams out. But I tell you, we've got so much community support, though. I just want to give a nod to Southern Bancorp tonight. It sponsors the halftime show for the band program. They're sponsoring tonight's halftime show. They also sponsored the meal tonight for the Badger Marching Band, Badger Pride Marching Band. They fed us Chick-fil-A when we got here, and after such a drive up here, it's a long ways up here, a beautiful drive, but it's a long ways. The kids were hungry. They're ready to get off the buses and ready to eat, and we came ready to play some band for some football, and that's what these kids are doing out there tonight.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, you guys have finished your version of football season. The marching season is done. You've got other things on your mind, but you wanted to be here tonight.
We did. We feel like kind of like we're done with marching band, but we're not done with football. So we want to make sure we stay engaged in that and stay supportive. That's why we brought a group tonight. We actually have our 9th graders tomorrow are trying out for the junior high region auditions at Lake Hamilton. A big competition for all of Southwest Arkansas, 7th, 8th, and 9th graders. So we left Miss Whitney Smith. She's a great design person for our team. We left her behind tonight to take those students early in the morning.
Gotcha.
They're getting on a bus at 7 and 7:30 in the morning, headed over to Lake Hamilton all day. So she's there doing that while Mr. Fowler and I brought the rest of us up here. And it's just been a great, so far it's been a great evening for us.
I tell you what, it means so much when you see a large band, and your band is amazingly large. 4A schools just don't have bands as large as yours, only in Arkadelphia. And the football team has a large number of kids out 7th grade through 12th grade. Other activities at Arkadelphia High School also well balanced. I mean, we're talking about kids go to what they can be a part of that they know will be successful.
Yes.
The band program is that. The football program is that. It means a lot to kids to be involved in something that they know they're going to enjoy, but they also know they're going to see success.
And right now at Arkadelphia, pretty much everything is successful right now. Let's be honest about it. We have so many programs that are great. Our OTC program is great. Our quiz bowl is great. Soccer is great. Baseball is great. Volleyball, oh my gosh, volleyball is just nailing it this year. Everything's great right now in Arkadelphia. I was talking to a friend of mine who lives in Northwest Arkansas. He's up here tonight at the game with me. He said, you guys have a big student section like that right there. I said, honestly, all of our students participate.
Yes.
We've got, of the 500 students in our high school, probably 250, 260 are directly involved in the football game. It's just amazing how we have so many kids involved in so many of the activities. And as they were playing out there, I was like, yeah, that student played trumpet in band, that student played percussion band, as we're talking about, and we got 16 on the drill team and the dance team. What a great setup we have, so all these kids can benefit, and the community benefits. You guys are running commercials on the live stream. So some great sponsors that support our school district, support our community, support what we do. And I just think it's a really great place right now for Arkadelphia.
It's a long list of sponsors, and what we always do is talk about the fact that they're sponsoring the football broadcast and, of course, the halftime show, but they're really sponsoring the students at Arkadelphia High School, the Arkadelphia community, all of it wrapped up into one. It's meaningful at multiple levels.
It is. We just have a great community, and only because of a community like this can we have a band program this size, and can we have a football team that's successful year after year after year. It's just a wonderful place right now.
Now, give me your point of view on this. I've always contended that when you have programs like the band, programs like the football and other sports, other activities that you can join at school, it has a positive effect on academics for those students.
Oh, absolutely does. That's why our quiz bowl team for years has been just rock solid. It's pretty fun when you go back and you look in the hallways of all the pictures of the previous quiz bowl championships. It's like band student, football player, volleyball player, band student. It's all the great athletes, all the great band students that are all together on one team supporting our school. It's phenomenal that we have that kind of community support, of student support for other students in our school.
It's positive too. They are learning some positive lessons. They're winning as they go about it, but they're working very hard to make those wins happen. And we're talking about students who are learning that life is busy and they can handle it.
They can handle it. They can do it. In fact, I was talking to Coach Shucker yesterday. We talk pretty frequently, and he said, hey, I got two of my guys that instead of doing the football parade, they want to march with the band tonight for the parade. I was like, great. We can work that out. It's easy. It's easy to work out. When you have two successful programs like that, it's easy to work that out. Coach Steely and I, we text just about every Friday night. We text, and he's like, y'all bringing that funk tonight? I'm like, we're going to bring the funk tonight. We've added to, I don't know if you've noticed, it's a subtle move, but we've added to our pep band that we bring the big subwoofer. I don't know if you can hear it from up here in the box.
Oh, yeah.
But we are rattling the stadium down there, and it is really adding so much energy and fun to that. And last week, or 2 weeks ago, we had that. We took it to Batesville. Coach Steely turned around and said, did y'all guys bring a subwoofer? I was like, well, yeah, we brought like why wouldn't you bring a subwoofer to a football game? So we've had a great time with it. We have such a good relationship with those guys.
Okay, tell us what's up for the future for the band.
Well, right now we've got a Christmas concert coming up. It's on December the 14th at JPAC at OBU in the Jones Performing Arts Center. That's next on the list. It'll be a marathon night of Christmas music, including our 6th grade beginner band, their very first premiere concert.
Wow.
Working hard on that. It's a great group. We've got about 75 kids in there, and it's a really strong beginner group. Thank goodness, because after COVID, we need a good, strong group, back in the link again.
Okay, before you go down your list of things, I got to ask you this. 6th graders excited about being in the band. That's a huge number.
It is.
How do you go about deciding who plays what instrument?
Tell
me that process. That's a fascinating process.
There's an art and a skill to it and a little bit of luck, honestly. We do it a little, well, I'll say we do it a little different. We do it a lot different than other schools. And I don't know why they haven't caught on to it yet, because clearly it works for us.
Yeah.
And we suggest this to other schools, and they don't buy into it. But we let every kid try every single instrument we offer in the band program. And typically, they'll come in already with a preconceived idea of what they want to play.
Right.
And then they get that instrument and they think, oh wait, I don't like that at all. But here's an instrument I didn't even know about that I already sound pretty good on. And what we let the students do is as they progress through that, the first 12 to 15 days of school, we do that, and they tend to gravitate toward an instrument they're already pretty good at. And if you start with them with a little bit of success already, then the snowball just starts rolling. And they feel good about it, so they want to practice. they practice, they get better, they feel good about it, they feel good, and they just spiral in that snowball effect, and we turn out great beginner band students. We really do.
I'm not surprised at all. That's a great way to do it, because you see an instrument and you think about how it looks when you're a sixth grader, right? But you put your mouth on the mouthpiece. It's a different story.
It's different.
Yeah.
You might try. You might think, oh, I want to play this instrument, and then you try it. You can't. For instance, trumpet. I can't play the trumpet to save my life at anything. I cannot do it. My lips don't make a trumpet sound. So had I chose trumpet in sixth grade to play, I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't be band director right now because I wouldn't have made it through sixth grade. I can't play a trumpet. I just can't do it. It doesn't mean I'm not musically talented.
Right.
It doesn't mean I'm not smart, although I may not be necessarily. But it doesn't mean that I'm not smart. It just means trumpet's not my instrument. So you gravitate towards something you have some success with, and then you build upon that success, and it works great for us.
Okay, I interrupted a moment ago.
That's all right.
You talked about the Christmas concert. What else do we have on
Christmas
tap?
concert. That's going to be sixth grade all the way through 12th grade. Going to be the whole entourage. While that's going on, we got our junior high students trying out for the all-region band. That's tomorrow morning at Lake Hamilton. And then the high school students will turn around and do that same thing in January. The students who are selected for the all-region event, they'll go and they'll do concerts. And this is going to be a concert with all the top, best of the best students from each school in Southwest Arkansas. We're talking from Texarkana to Nashville, DeQueen, the Hot Springs schools, Malvern. I mean, the whole southwest corner of Arkansas. Those are kind of the best of the best, and they all meet together. It's kind of like, I guess it would be like an all-conference team or like a Pro Bowl team kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And they play a concert and get to meet some people from other schools.
Okay, the whole spring semester.
Yes.
What's the plan? What do you do in the spring semester?
Big concert. March is our big concert that we've got planned. That's our biggest repertoire that we do, and that's the big push that pushes us right back into next fall for the marching band. That's our big drive right there.
It's all fantastic.
Well,
we love it so much. Appreciate the work that you do. Whitney Smith, everybody involved.
It's just a great team.
It's a great team.
Great team it is.
It is a great team, and we're watching a great game tonight.
Yep,
Thank you so much for joining us.
Fantastic. Enjoyed visiting with you.
Aaron Seals, Arkadelphia High School band program, and the entire band program, the younger kids, all the way through 12th graders. What a band program it is at Arkadelphia Public Schools. Well, we're just about ready, about 2 minutes away from second half action. The two teams are coming out and warming up a bit right now. So we'll take one more break and then come back with third quarter action. The score once again, Arkadelphia 35 and the Saints of Shiloh Christian 28. We'll be back after this.
The Board of Directors of South Central Arkansas Electric Cooperative believes in the necessity of high-speed internet access in rural South Central Arkansas. South Central Connect was created to fill a need other internet providers are not able to provide to our area. South Central Connect, through our local cooperative, brings the necessity of internet service to your house, much like they did electricity in the 1930s. Sign up today at southcentralconnect.com or call 855-269-3429.
R&T Dixon's Exxon stores are proud supporters of this Arkadelphia Badger broadcast. Locally owned and operated by Randy and Tanya Dixon, we welcome you to visit any of our 3 convenient locations in Arkadelphia and Caddo Valley. Fill up your tank and get your snacks in our stores located at each I-30 exit and also near downtown by Washita and Henderson. Visit Dixon's Family Store at 3036 Pine Street or Tiger Mart on North 10th Street in Arkadelphia, or visit Dixon's Valley Exxon at 144 Valley Street in Caddo Valley today. R&T Dixon's Exxon stores say, "Go Badgers!"
We're back for third quarter action. This is Jeff Root joining me, Chris Babb tonight. What a first half it was. Arkadelphia opened the scoring with a touchdown. Witten to Loy. The extra point was good. Wisdom to Solomon on the first possession for Shiloh. The extra point was good at 7-7. Arkadelphia retook the lead on a Witten 9-yard run. 14-7 Arkadelphia, and then Wisdom tied it up on a run of his own from 27 yards out, 14-14. Then Davis scored on a 29-yard run for Arkadelphia, 21-14 Badgers. And then in a 5-play drive, it was Shiloh picking up a 3-yard touchdown run to make it 21-21. Then Arkadelphia had to punt. Shiloh scored on a 61-yard touchdown on a 2-play drive, 7:47 left in the second quarter, and Shiloh for the first time had the lead at 28-21. After that, Arkadelphia had a long drive, but Witten fumbled the ball at the 20-yard line of Shiloh. Shiloh on 2nd and 2 from the 28 threw an interception, and Hughes of Arkadelphia returned it for a touchdown. The extra point by Allen tied the game at 28-28. Shiloh then took over. 2 plays in, threw another interception. This time Ollie Ware, the senior, got the interception, and Arkadelphia followed with a 4-play, 23-yard drive for a touchdown with 44 seconds left in the second quarter, and the Badgers grabbed what would be the halftime lead. Badgers 35, Shiloh 28. Shiloh will receive the kickoff to begin the third quarter. We've seen an amazing game so far, and we expect more amazing plays from both of these teams in the second half.
Yeah, Jeff, that was some first half. I mean, just absolutely some first half. Jim's got his hat sitting over here, the Badger football hat that he busts out in the semifinals, had it back in '87, and he brought it back out tonight. Yeah, and so he's got the hat, and that was quite a first half. But golly, we got an entire half to go.
Yeah.
Hope you at home got your breath. We sort of got ours, and we're ready for a second half. You get back to the Arkadelphia's defense really did a good job at the end of the second quarter, and you wonder what halftime adjustments were made by both staffs, both offensive staff for Shiloh, Arkadelphia's defensive staff. Who's going to come up and take command in this first drive? It'll be the Arkadelphia defense or the Shiloh offense to try to tie this game up.
You bet both teams more than capable of making halftime adjustments. We'll see what the Saints do and what the Badgers do. Here's the kickoff to begin the third quarter. Line drive shot. It's going to bounce. It will take a high bounce over the head of Solomon and into the end zone. That's a good break for the Badgers. First down and 10 for the Saints at their own 20-yard line.
It looked like he was going to try to return that, and then the bounce just went a little bit too tall, so he just decided to let that one bounce into the end zone. First and 10 at the 25-yard line. The 20-yard line for the Saints. You don't want to call any possession just the biggest possession of the game, but this is a big possession in this game. Last week it was a third down play for Arkadelphia that really got the offense going against Crossit to start that second half. And who's going to set the tone? We'll find out now.
Ben Baker is the running back. Eli Wisdom, very fine quarterback, takes the snap. He will run it himself to the left side looking for space. He's not finding much, and Arkadelphia is going to bottle it up. Lost a yard.
Well, and sometimes you saw Arkadelphia with the negative plays. Anytime the ball carrier has to start tiptoeing and try to figure out where they're going to go, they lose that momentum. That's what happened with Wisdom. Good job by Arkadelphia's defensive line and linebackers.
Loss of 2 on second down and 12. They'll throw it to the flat. A little bit of a run after the catch, but there's a good run. He stayed in bounds long enough to make positive yardage across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Gain of 5, but third down coming, and they still need 7 yards. Third down and 7. Ball at the 23-yard line. Man in motion. That's Baker rolling to his right. Wisdom. He will throw short. He throws a complete pass. Catch made to the 30-yard line. Just depends on where they spot it, but I think it might be called a first down. He had to make the 30, and I think he did. Solomon on the catch. Only 5'5", but he is a quick young receiver, and he got a yard after the catch. They'll, in fact, mark it at the 31 for a first down. Shiloh on first down will hand it to Ben Baker. Baker looking for a hole. He'll make yardage up to the 35-yard line for a pickup of 4. Nothing fancy so far, but some good blocking. And a good pass for a first down on third moments ago. Now another run. Baker again looking for yardage. He'll have some this time, and he'll break a tackle, but Hughes will pull him down. A flag goes down, and another flag goes down. That might be a face mask. It was a rough tackle, and the helmet did come off for Ben Baker. Looks like it probably will be a major penalty against Arkadelphia. Well, he had a stiff arm that was a little high, and then the tackle may have been a little high. Let's see. 2 flags came down, but I think it's going to be the same thing. Personal foul is the call. We're going to move it 15 yards and give it a first down to Shiloh up the 39-yard line of Arkadelphia. That flipped the field position a bit. Opportunity now for Shiloh to drive in and try to tie this one up. Eli Wisdom on first down from the Arkadelphia 39. Wants to pass it. He goes to the flat. Ben Baker looking for space. Has some on the far sideline. Another first down.
Yeah, Arkadelphia called the corner blitz with Latonio Hughes, but it was a quick pass for Shiloh. As soon as Wisdom caught it, he was going to throw it out to Baker on the left side. Caden Henley was there to prevent Hughes from getting to Wisdom anyway, but it was a good call offensively with Arkadelphia having the corner blitz.
Gain of 12, first down and 10 from the 27. Wisdom wants to run. He's got good speed. He'll turn the corner and make it to the 20, avoid one tackler, and then step out of bounds. Kewen and others on the tackle. Got some help from Alex Turley over there as well.
Flag on the play. I believe I heard the public address announcer say it. We can't see it. I think it's going to be a holding call on Shiloh at about almost the 20-yard line, so that may take Shiloh back 10 yards to the 30.
Officials having a conversation. We're waiting for the official call. And I believe they are going to mark it, just as you said, Chris. Going to back it up against Shiloh. They have not had many penalties tonight. The Saints have not, but they'll pick up a holding call here back to the 30-yard line.
I believe that'll make it first and about 13 for Shiloh.
That's what I have, first and 13 from the 30-yard line. Wisdom is a very good runner. And he wants to pass. He'll throw it to the flat, but a big hit in the backfield. Yeah, and Ollie Ware saw that one coming.
Yeah, Ollie read that one like a book. You saw him coming up from the corner 2 steps earlier, and that's 6 points for Arkadelphia. If he is 2 steps quicker, he's picking that ball off and possibly running the other way. But that was a tremendous read by Ollie Ware, and then he made a great tackle as soon as they caught the ball.
Second down and 19 yards to go. Ball at the 36-yard line.
Now you got to wonder if Shiloh's going to try to set up one of those screens and try to get Arkadelphia to bite on it and try to go deep.
Hutchinson is the receiver nearest the sideline at the bottom of your screen. Now there's going to be a timeout called. Shiloh wants to come out and talk about it. Timeout called on the field here early in the third quarter. Arkadelphia 35, Shiloh 28. Shiloh has second down and 19. We'll see what they will do when we come back after this.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are on your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Arkadelphia back out on the field with its defense. Shiloh still talking on its side of the field.
Jay-Sean Davis comes out there for this big second and 19 play. Good to see Jay-Sean back out there. Would like to say thanks to Dairy Queen, also a sponsor, and Bell Wealth Services.
Blake Bell, longtime Badger supporter and a former Badger himself. On second and 19, ooh, there's a step by the left tackle. That's going to be 5 more. I think he saw Jay-Sean move slightly, and that might get your attention. Taking a step back was the left tackle, and it's going to be second down and 24.
No, they said they're waving it off. There is no foul for false start.
Oh, really? That was the left tackle. That was not a receiver who was moving around there, but they did wave it off, so I take it back. They threw the flag and then waved it off. From the 36, second down and 19. Eli Wisdom wants to run. He'll go to his left. He'll dodge one tackler, but then the Badgers will knock him down.
But credit, Kobe Buckley's not going to get the credit on that tackle. But he came up from his safety position, and he forced Wisdom to go back inside, and that allowed Davis and Katie Young and Max Wilson and Turley to come up there and make that tackle. It's not going to go down as a tackle for Kobe Buckley, but he did a nice job of sealing off that outside and keeping Wisdom from being able to get outside like we've seen him do tonight.
Gain of only 2. Third down, 17 yards to go. Shiloh on third down wants to pass. Rolling to his right is Wisdom looking downfield. He'll throw it deep, and it is caught. He caught it, and he's down at the 1. What an unbelievable catch. coming down with it on the far side. He leapt for it, was able to come down with it. That was Jacob Solomon at 5'5".
That was a fantastic
able to get
catch.
the catch.
He had a step on. Now we're going to go quickly. Don't have much time to talk on it. We're going to have to go quickly.
First and goal at the 1. What a big play that was. Running play for Ben Baker, and he's going to get in there. Extra point will tie this up. That was a huge catch by the 5'5", 120-pound Jacob Solomon. Oh, my.
Yeah, he had a step on Hughes. Antonio was able to recover, but that was just a fantastic catch by Solomon in traffic in a big third down and long situation. It was a big catch in a big situation.
1 yard run by Baker. Extra point here will tie it up. Well, dangerous on every play of the game is this offense for Shiloh, and they got a big play on 3rd down and 17. High kick, and it is good right down the middle for Anderson as usual, and so this game is tied. Arkadelphia 35 and Shiloh 35 with 9:13 left in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back when Arkadelphia has its first possession of the second half after this.
Under perfect conditions, your car traveling at 65 miles per hour can stop in about 300 feet. That's the length of a football field.
But a fully loaded tractor trailer, one that weighs 80,000 pounds, will take 2 football fields to stop. And that's if the driver is rested, paying attention, and the truck and load is properly maintained.
If you're in an accident with a big truck, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
Get the experienced team that's going to be on your side, by your side.
Jacob Solomon came in with 22 catches on the year, but he's had a big night tonight, but nothing bigger than that diving catch that he made on the long pass. It was 3rd down and 17 from the Arkadelphia 34. Deep pass, wonderful catch at the 1 yard line, and then the touchdown by Baker. We're into the 3rd quarter. Providence Veterinary Care, and this game is tied at 35, 9:13 left, and Shiloh is setting up for the kickoff. You expect at some point somebody's going to try an onside kick. Arkadelphia is lined up and ready for it in case it does happen this time. Anderson also has the ability to kick it to the end zone. He's done that once tonight. He'll kick it deep again. This one's returnable, though. Buckley has it. D'Angelo Buckley from the 5. He's got a good return out to the 20. Turns the corner on the sideline, knocked out of bounds short of the 30, but good return by the sophomore.
It was a good return, a good catch there inside the 5 yard line. Decided to return that and gives Arkadelphia a decent field position. I believe they're going to mark that at the 27. Is that right?
I believe you are correct again, right at the 27 yard line. Good eyes on you, Chris Babb. First down for Arkadelphia. Badgers are all tied up.
We've got this bright light behind us illuminating the whole field. This
video board is on the visitor side, so the home side can see it, and it's right above us. Don't look up. It'll make you dizzy. I just tried it. On first down, here's Whitten. He'll pitch it. Oh, and it's going to be a short gain on the play. A little pass forward and a run by Bailey, but he just ran into traffic immediately. A gain to the 29, 2nd and 8. Davis is in at running back next to his quarterback, Whitten. They're going to fake it to Davis and pass the ball. Under pressure, linebacker is pressuring him. He throws it, and it's picked off. This is Baker with the pickoff at the 41-yard line of Arkadelphia. Tried to get it to Hughes. Didn't quite get it there.
Yeah, it was pressure from the backside. He threw that one off of his back foot, and he was able to had underthrew it a little bit, and that was the first mistake for Arkadelphia offensively.
Each team has a couple of turnovers in this game. It hasn't been a perfect game, but my goodness, it's been exciting. 35-35, 8:37 left 3rd quarter, and now Shiloh has really good field position at the Arkadelphia 40-yard line. Defense will try to respond as they did in the 2nd quarter. Wisdom wants to throw it. He'll throw it to the flat. There's a quick hit on Neal, and they'll knock him out of bounds with a very short gain.
Kobe Buckley with the tackle there for Arkadelphia.
They're going to spot the ball at the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 8 coming. Both teams are just so dangerous, Chris. You can stop them for 2 or 3 downs, but it just takes one to really turn a drive around and put you in scoring position.
That's exactly what Shiloh did on the last play, or the last possession.
5 receivers in the formation. Now Henley's going to come back, probably to block. Oh no, they're going to hand it to him. Henley hit immediately and knocked down.
KD Young, the defensive lineman, did a nice job standing up the lineman, getting the first hit in, and Landon Kewen comes up to knock that one there to finish the play. 3rd and 8. It was 3rd and 17 when Shiloh had the big play last possession that ended up in a touchdown. This is a 4-down territory, no doubt, but 3rd down and long has been kind to Shiloh.
And here's a quarterback keeper. He'll fight for second effort, but get very little yardage. Arkadelphia responded extremely well, and 4th down is coming.
Not much, if any.
And they'll spot the ball at the 37-yard line for a gain of 1. 4th down and 7. 4th and 7. Eli Wisdom at quarterback. Looks over the defense, now looks to his sideline. He'll step up, talk to his lineman, and step back. Bo Williams is his running back, but he'll block. Back to pass. He'll throw to the sideline. Incomplete. Ollie Ware was there to knock it down.
Right.
Incomplete.
Neal was the intended receiver. He had a little comeback route, got past the sticks, maybe, but he slipped. He slipped and fell down. Ollie Ware slipped a little bit, but he was able to Neal was not able to recover and make that catch, and it's a defensive stop for Arkadelphia. So the interception doesn't end up affecting Arkadelphia. The defense was able to come up with a 3-and-out. Jeff, that may be the first 3-and-out we've had all night for either team.
Badgers actually gained yardage on the turnover and then the turnover on downs.
Jay-Sean Davis, and sorry to interrupt you, Jeff. Jay-Sean Davis is out there, but he's favoring that leg. We're trying to gut it out, see what he can do offensively.
Yeah, they've got to worry about him when he's out there, even if he's not the main course tonight for the rest of this game. Back to pass, Witten will throw short. He throws it complete to Davis. Well, I shouldn't talk so soon. He got a complete pass and a nice gain out to the 45-yard line. Might make it the 44 where he stepped out.
Yeah, his hands are not hurt. Jay-Sean Davis has tremendous hands. Even on that little out route, he's able to get Arkadelphia ahead of the stick, 2nd and 3.
He is going to check out of the game for a moment.
I like Braylon Bailey in the backfield, too. A little bit different look.
Back to pass, Witten. He'll fire the ball deep. He's looking for Loy. It is caught. What a catch. Down to the 10, maybe the 12-yard line, but a beautiful catch.
That was a beautiful catch, a beautiful throw from Donovan Witten. The offensive line had great protection. Braylon Bailey was in there. He stayed in to block, and that was well placed and a huge catch from Alex Loy.
Ball at the 12-yard line of Shiloh. Arkadelphia threatening to retake the lead once again. From the 12, Witten alone in the backfield, 5 receivers. He'll throw it to the flat, overthrows his intended receiver, Bailey. Whistles do blow. It was a forward pass, and a flag went down at the end of the play. Was that during the play, or did he throw it after the whistle blew? We'll see. Could be a key here.
Yeah. It's going to be on Arkadelphia based on initial reaction.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot, but the official saw something. Now
we're going to.
Yeah, it looks like it'll go
Tucker
against
Johnson
them.
is signaling illegal hands to the face on the defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, half the distance to the goal.
All right, it'll go inside the 10. If they go half the distance, I believe they'll put it at the 6. Ball was at the 12.
You know, I've seen a lot of those calls just watching a lot of football over the last few weeks. Those defensive linemen trying to get some pressure, and they get that hand up above the shoulder pads, and it slips into the face mask of that offensive lineman.
All right, they'll mark it off. And it's a little hard to see from this angle, but I believe the ball is down at the 6. It's 1st down and goal from the 6. Witten wants to pass. Now he's going to run. He's got a wide open middle of the field, and he just trots into the end zone. Touchdown, Donovan Witten. Touchdown, Arkadelphia.
You had 4 wide on the left side. He dropped back like he's going to pass, and that just opened up like the Red Sea. Goodness gracious, there was nobody there. Could have driven one of those buses that the team and band and cheerleaders came up on through that hole.
Yeah, you run your receivers to the left and to the right, leave the middle open, and then your linemen have to do their job, and they did. Spencer Allen in for the extra point attempt. He's been perfect tonight. Oh, this one is blocked, and it will be caught at the goal line, but the whistle blows, so it does not go through. It did go forward, but it didn't go forward enough after it was blocked.
Right. I was just thinking before that, extra points have been at a premium. We've had 14 straight extra points between the two teams, 10 straight extra points between the two teams, and that's the first one that has been blocked. And in a game like this, that could come up huge. Instead of a 7-point lead for Arkadelphia, it's a 6-point lead. I believe that one came right up the middle.
Yeah, I think so. Allen has been so good all year long. Anderson, the same story for Shiloh, but that time Shiloh got in and they were able to block it. So it's Arkadelphia 41, Shiloh 35, 6:49 left. We are in the third quarter. And we'll keep it right here as we talk about Arkadelphia's options here. You can kick it deep. I do feel a little bit of a breeze, but I don't see a flag anywhere, and I can't tell just how much of a breeze there is.
The only flag is the United States flag. It's to the left beside our press box, and we're blocked. Jeff, this is the most points Shiloh has given up all season. Previous high was 40 points in a home loss, 40-33 to Page out of Sand Springs, Oklahoma.
I do see the flag. I can just see the wind blowing a little bit toward the visitor side.
Now you see Brock Curry back in there. We haven't seen this lineup for the Badger kickoff team yet.
But it will be a kick by Allen. It'll be down the sideline, and it's going to sail out of bounds. And so they will not be able to return it, but it's going to be good field position after the ball went out of bounds.
I believe it'll be at the 35. The last time Arkadelphia kicked the ball out of bounds, they got the ball, I believe Shiloh got the ball at about the 40 because that's where it went out of bounds.
That's right.
I think if it goes out of bounds past the 35, we'll get it 35. The last time it was so far to the left that Shiloh was able to get the ball in front of that 35-yard line. But now 65 yards to go for the Shiloh offense. Arkadelphia trying to protect the lead. This Arkadelphia crowd has been on its feet all night long.
We are on the visitor side. That's the Arkadelphia crowd that you hear. And now some movement on the offensive line.
It was the shift. We saw it last week a lot against Crossett. The Arkadelphia shows that they're going to have 4 linemen and 2 linebackers blitzing, or 3 and 2. And then the linebackers back up. The defensive line shifts. And every once in a while, you're going to get a free 5 yards. And that time, it was the offensive lineman. I believe it was the left tackle. The left guard for. The left guard for Shiloh that jumped.
First down and 15. Eli Wisdom at quarterback will fake the handoff and keep it himself, but he's hit immediately by Turley, and they're going to bring him down. What a big hit by Alex Turley, the senior linebacker.
Boy, Alex Turley has really had a good postseason. He played he was home there. Arkadelphia forced the outside. Marvion Berry and Max Wilson forced Wisdom to keep that ball, and Alex Turley plugged up the gap to force a loss.
Yeah, they'll actually give him 1 yard on that. It looked like a loss to me, but they mark it at the 31, so 2nd and 14. And Wisdom wants to pass this time. He's looking deep, but he's going to throw short. He gets it to Henley. Henley hit by 2 Badgers, brought down at the 36-yard line.
He wanted to go to deep. He wanted to go to Solomon in the slot, who was going on a post route to the middle of the field, but Braylon Bailey and Kobe Buckley were there. He had to settle and check down and go to Henley, 3rd and 9.
Ball at the 36-yard line, back to pass. He's been chased by Hughes. He throws short. It is either incomplete or caught right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy,
but it's going to be 4th down. That was a lineman who actually came up with the ball, but I think they called it incomplete.
Yeah, it was Max Wilson. Almost had the interception. Latonio Hughes came on the corner blitz then, and it was perfectly timed. It was a rollout to the left. Hughes came on the corner blitz. Wisdom heard the footsteps, and he had to get rid of the ball, and Shiloh looks like they're going to punt.
They are lined up for a punt anyway. We'll see if they will actually do it. He is going to kick it. Nice kick by Anderson. Arkadelphia did not send anyone deep, and it's going to take a roll for Shiloh inside the 20, inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line. So Arkadelphia has its worst field position of the night, but they have the ball back, and they lead by 6. We'll be back with more Badger football after this.
Price & Company Insurance is the area's only trusted choice independent insurance agency. What is that, you might ask? An independent insurance agency works for you, the customer, and not the insurance companies. So the next time you're shopping for home, auto, business, life, or health insurance, we invite you to experience an unprecedented level of customer service and expertise. Call or click for a quote today.
Price and Company, appreciate you very much. Here's a run to the right side. A nice reverse of the field by Bailey, and he'll get some positive yardage, but not a big gain as Bailey was in a crowd the entire time. He's a little slow in getting up. Got to hope that Mr. Bailey's okay. He's a key player for this team as well. Badgers had a first down and 10 at the 11-yard line. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Ball at the 12. From the 12, Whitten calls out the snap count. Blitz is on, but he'll throw a complete pass to Hughes. Hughes is hit and knocked out immediately, but the gain is up to the 17-yard line. So he got 5, and it's 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4. Jayshon Davis not in the game. Braylon Bailey favoring that leg. It'd be interesting play call here from Coach Shucker. 3rd and 3, I guess they have on the board. We'll go with 4.
Yeah, really 3rd down and 4. Ball at the 17. They started at the 11. 5:08 left. We're in the 3rd quarter. Arkadelphia leads it by 6. 41-35. Whitten wants to pass. He'll throw a short pass, and he'll miss his intended target, and that is Bailey, who is hobbling himself. So Arkadelphia has a 4th down from its own 17-yard line.
Yeah, you saw on that cut, Braylon just couldn't make that cut. Couldn't make that cut out of that. It was the screen pass was there, just couldn't quite make that cut.
Arkadelphia lines up. Whitten is the quarterback, also the punter. They're going to send Babb in motion. And now he's going to back up and kick the ball. Shiloh is not going to send anyone deep, though. Here's the kick. It is a high, deep kick. Let's see where it bounces. It is going to take a bounce straight up, and Babb is going to down it before it'll work against Arkadelphia. Ball just on the Shiloh side of the 50-yard line. Good job by the Shiloh defense, and they're going to get good field position as a result. The ball is spotted right at the 50. 1st down and 10 for Shiloh.
That also takes Braylon Bailey out of the defensive lineup for Arkadelphia. He and Kobe Buckley have done a great job. So Nick Williams out there in the defensive at safety with Kobe Buckley.
Williams has done a good job, only a sophomore. Wisdom lines up. He wants to run it this time, but he's going to give it to Baker. Baker breaks the tackle, and he's down the sideline. Buckley will drag him down, but a big gain. Good field position now. They're going to spot it at the 23-yard line of the Badgers.
Yeah, he's quick. As soon as he got that angle on that outside, I thought Arkadelphia had strung it out enough to be able to force a short gain, but boy, he was able to find that corner.
They spotted it at the 24 of the Badgers. 1st down and 10 from there. They'll give it back to Baker. He'll make a nice cut, but Turley brings him down. Good tackle, but he's still got positive yardage across the 20 to the 18-yard line. A pickup of 6, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, there's physical game. You got players from both sides kind of favoring legs and ankles. It's going to be a battle of wills.
Pass to the flat, received by Neal. He'll break one tackle, still fighting for yardage, and he'll go inside the 10. Badgers are going to bring him down, but Neal was really tough to bring down after the catch. Badgers had some players there, but couldn't do it. So it's a 1st and goal situation for Shiloh at the 5 of Arkadelphia. Just back and forth it goes. Baker again, up the middle. He's hit short of the goal line. He is not in.
Nykeeson Wimberly just came up from that defensive lineman position and knocked Baker, stopped his momentum. It's 2nd and goal from the 1, but that was a big tackle from Nykeeson.
At the 1, it's back to Bailey. Bailey this time will dive and make it into the end zone. So the extra point here is a key as the game is tied at 41. Shiloh blocked an extra point on the last Arkadelphia touchdown, and now Arkadelphia needs to return the favor or they're going to fall behind by 1.
Yeah, they made that drive the Ben Baker show. He got speed on the outside, then he went to Neal and went 2 times to Baker. and he's able to find the end zone to tie this game.
Anderson, just an outstanding kicker, is set for the extra point. He's perfect so far on the night. Kick is up, almost blocked, but it's good. And so it's Shiloh 42, Arkadelphia 41, 3:46 left. We're in the third quarter. More exciting football coming your way after this.
Locally owned and operated, Welch Funeral Home has been serving the Arkadelphia community since 2005. Our goal at Welch Funeral Home is to offer every family that will allow us to serve them the most caring, dignified, professional service at the most affordable price. With over 40 years of experience in the funeral home industry, owner Tim Welch and Welch Funeral Home have also been longtime supporters of the Arkadelphia Badgers and Lady Badgers. Contact Welch Funeral Home at 870-230-1400 or visit them at 202 South 4th Street near downtown Arkadelphia.
Arkadelphia has already scored more points than any team has scored all year against Shiloh, but they're going to have more to win this game as they now trail by 1. It's 42-41 Shiloh. The defenses have fought hard, but the offenses have been just unstoppable tonight for both teams.
Now with Bailey and Davis out, you have Seth Golden, D'Angelo Buckley, and Latonio Hughes back deep to receive for Arkadelphia. Golden and Buckley, the sophomores, Hughes the junior.
Anderson is set for the kick. He has one touchback tonight, another one that was caught at the 1-yard line, and he's had a few that have been returned to midfield. And this kick is high and deep. Golden will catch the ball, drop it at the 6, pick it up. He's to the 10-yard line, breaks to the 15 down the sideline. He's to the 20 and out of bounds. A little bit better than if it had been a touchback, but there is a flag down. We'll see what the call is going to be.
Yeah, flag at the 15. So if it is a penalty on Arkadelphia, it's going to be holding on Arkadelphia, and it's going to take it half the distance, or probably the 7.5.
Yeah, that's going to be danger now. Arkadelphia had first down at its own 11. They could not pick up a first down. They had to punt the ball away, and Shiloh got a 50-yard drive for a touchdown in only 4 plays. That allowed them to take the 42-41 lead. Now the Badgers are in a situation where those Welch Funeral Home first downs are just vital at this point. You got to move it out into better field position at the very least.
Yeah, we do see Braylon Bailey in the huddle going back out there for Arkadelphia, but Arkadelphia is going to have 93 yards to go after that half the distance penalty to try to get this lead back.
Ball at the 7-yard line, first down and 10 for the Arkadelphia Badgers. Still third quarter action. Badgers trail by 1, 42-41. Witten at quarterback, does have Bailey next to him. Witten wants to pass. He wants to throw deep. He fires it down the sideline. Going for it is Loy, but it is over his head. Can't quite reach it. Safety was over to help as well, and it's incomplete.
They had corner was on Loy, but that safety saw Donovan looking to the right side, so the safety helped over. So it ended up being a double team on Alex Loy. The pass was too high for anybody.
On second down and 10 from the 7, Witten looks to the sideline to get the play. His receiver to the short side of the field at the bottom of your screen is Trip Campbell. Shiloh backs up the safeties a bit. Witten will throw a short pass. Campbell looking for a hole. Will break one tackle. Will break another, and he'll make it out to the 12-yard line. That's a good run after the catch by Trip Campbell.
It was. It was in a lot of traffic. The spot's going to be, you nailed it, at the 12, maybe the 13, so it's going to be third down and 4, I believe.
Yeah, that's a good spot for the Badgers to the 13. Third down and 4. Really important to pick it up. 3:05 left, clock running. We're in the third quarter. Arkadelphia trailing by just 1, but a third down and 4 from its own 13-yard line. Witten facing a blitz, and he cannot get rid of it. He is knocked down, and knocked down hard inside the 5.
Yeah, they brought both linebackers. They brought Henley, 44, and also 31. That's
Hudson
Hall. I got a wrong roster, but yeah, they brought him. They brought both of the a 2 linebacker blitz, and that was tough for Arkadelphia to pick up, and it's a loss. 4th and 11.
So in 4th and 11, Arkadelphia will send Witten back to his own end zone to punt the ball away. And it will be an end-over-end kick that might take a good bounce. It'll bounce inside the 40, inside the 35. What a great punt this is. It'll go all the way down to the 32-yard line of Shiloh. Well, they needed a great punt, and they got one. Now the defense has to come through for the Badgers.
And I misspoke earlier. 31 is a defensive lineman. They brought a linebacker blitz, and the Arkadelphia offensive lineman went with the linebacker, and that freed it up for the nose tackle to get in there and get that big hit on Donovan Witten.
Yeah, it's good to see Witten get up from that. That was a ferocious hit, but he's a tough young man. Ball at the 33 is where they're going to spot this. From the 33-yard line, 1st down and 10 for Shiloh. But at least it is not quite as good a field position as they might have expected. That was a really fine punt. Eli Wisdom. He'll throw the ball short. It's complete, but not much of a gain. Hutchinson on the catch and Bailey on the tackle.
Hughes came on the corner blitz again, and Henley just got enough of a piece of him to slow his momentum towards the quarterback. And Wisdom was able to get that pass to Hutchinson.
2nd and 5.
It was either Henley or Williams who was able to knock Hughes off his route.
Put Henley on the right side and run behind him. That is exactly what they do. This is Bo Williams looking for space. He'll find space up to the 45. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yep, Shiloh went behind the big offensive lineman there on the right side. You see 75 Brown. Brown. He pulled from the left side. Williams did a nice job of using the block, cutting back inside, and getting the 1st down.
Wisdom has played a good 3rd quarter after a couple of interceptions in the 2nd quarter. This is Bo Williams. He's hit. He struggles forward. And man, there's a lot of hitting on the near side. No penalty, though. Everybody's okay. One of the Badgers on the sideline got hit, but he's up and all right. Ball to the 49-yard line on the carry. These teams are playing really, really hard.
Yeah, this is a physical football game with 2 good football teams.
From the 49-yard line, 51 yards away from extending this lead. Arkadelphia put pressure on Wisdom. He's backing up. He is going to be rocked at the 42-yard line. That's a loss of 7.
Boy, Henley, the Arkansas commit, was at fullback, and he tried to take on Max Wilson on that one, and Max Wilson won that battle. And what that allowed was for K.D. Young, Alex Turley, and Tucker Guy to come up and really throw Wisdom for a loss. And Jeff, we're going to have 20 seconds. Well, they're going to try to get the play off.
I thought he gave himself up at the 42. They mark it at the 44. Wisdom will run it in traffic. He won't get very far. K.D. Young and company on the tackle. Again up just to the 46-yard line. It's 4th down.
Big plays. We in the 3rd quarter. We'll start the 4th quarter with a 4th down. A big play coming up for these teams. You see Arkadelphia and Shiloh, both of these teams walking off the field slowly. This has been a physical game with 2 teams just putting it all out there.
Time has expired in the 3rd quarter. At the end of 3, it's the Saints 41, the Saints 42, I should say. The Badgers 41 will be back with 4th quarter action after this.
As a family-owned sporting goods supplier since 1950, Southwest Sporting Goods understands the value of customer service and is committed to providing the best quality customer service and merchandise available. Southwest Sporting Goods is located in Arkadelphia, but also has salesmen that cover the entire state of Arkansas to help ensure that their customers will receive the best customer service and pricing that can be found. Southwest Sporting Goods, located in downtown Arkadelphia, supporting the Badgers since 1950.
What a wonderful game this is, and what a great game it would be for the Badgers to pull out in the 4th quarter. It is the Saints 42, the Badgers 41 as we enter the last quarter of play tonight. Shiloh is facing a 4th down and 9 from its own 47-yard line. And they are sending the punter in. It's Arkadelphia sends in Loy. Now they need to change some players in this lineup to be ready to receive a punt, but Arkadelphia also better be ready for a fake. Mr. Anderson, who is their punter and kicker, has also thrown the ball a few times this year. What will happen on the first play of the fourth quarter? 4th down and 9. Anderson is going to send a man to a different spot, I guess, to defend against the rush. He will kick it, and he will get it away. It's a very high kick, but Loy is deep to receive it. Fair catch is called for, and that prevented the ball from bouncing inside the 10. But Arkadelphia will have a long distance to cover, and yet the Badgers have the ball back, trailing by only 1. Chris, the Badgers have not had good field position lately. 2 possessions ago, they started at their own 11-yard line. The last possession, the 7-yard line, and now they'll have 1st down and 10 at their own 12.
Yeah, 88 yards. The Arkadelphia offense. See Braylon Bailey back out there. Jay-Sean Davis has not been out there. You see him walking gingerly up and down the sideline, not able to get back in there. Arkadelphia offense has not had great field position the last few drives in the third quarter.
Witten will run it himself. He will not find a hole to run through, and they're going to push him back, but he did get positive yardage up at least to the 15, I think. Let's see where they spot it. Yeah, they'll give him just across the 15-yard line. I'm going to call it the 16 for a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. On 2nd down, Bailey is the quarterback next, or the running back next to his quarterback. He's going to block. Witten's going to run. He's going to have good yardage across the 20 near the 25-yard line. That's Donovan Witten running the football. First down at the 25-yard line. Arkadelphia does have many things that can do offensively. But right now, Davis is not in. That's been a factor since the first half.
And Bailey's not 100%.
And he is in at running back. Witten will fake a handoff. He's under some pressure. He will try to run away from it, looking for a place to throw it, and he'll throw it out of bounds, but downfield. No intentional grounding at all. He was throwing it downfield, overthrowing intended receivers purposefully, just throwing that away, and it does create a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, there was a receiver. That was Braylon Bailey. That's who the official was pointing to. Immediately after that throw, went to Grandma in the 3rd row.
She made a nice play. Widger is the cornerback trying to cover Loy on this play. Let's see if they try to get it to Loy. No, it's a running play. Witten again hits a defender, runs over him, and gets up to the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 6. They're going to mark it. We're going to call it between the 31 and 32. Let's call it the 32. 3rd down and 3. On 3rd down and 3, Arkadelphia will line up with Bailey at running back and 4 receivers. Normal formation. Witten wants to throw and does. He fires a completion. And that's Campbell with the catch. They'll drag him backwards, but he'll get forward progress, and it's a 1st down.
There's a great route by Trip Campbell. Got past the sticks, and there's a good throw by Donovan Witten to get the 1st down.
Welch Funeral Home 1st down up to the 37-yard line. He got 5 and needed 3. 1st down for the Badgers. They've been piling on some Welch Funeral Home 1st downs in this game. What a beautiful game for both offenses. Defense for Arkadelphia came up strong in the 2nd quarter. Badgers need a score here to retake the lead. Back to pass Witten. He looks deep. He throws deep, looking for Trip Campbell. Campbell makes an acrobatic attempt, but cannot catch the ball and stay in bounds, so it's 2nd down. I like the idea to go to Campbell deep. It's not just Loy that can run the deep pattern. You want to show multiple opportunities for getting a big play, and of course Hughes is in the game also. Loy has played well tonight as usual, the senior. On 2nd down and 10, they'll send Babb in motion to the wide side of the field. Witten rolls to his right. Under pressure, he'll throw the ball, and it is incomplete. Tried to get it to Hughes, but just no opportunity to throw a precise pass because he was running for his life as he let go of the football.
Yeah, we've seen Shiloh try to roll the pocket out to the right. That's what Arkadelphia did that time, just nothing there. The Shiloh secondary and the front seven were able to, secondary had good coverage, front seven able to pursue. 3rd and 10 for Arkadelphia. You got 3 over 2 over here. You possibly could have a pass to Latonio Hughes or Lloyd.
Witten wants to throw. He'll throw the screen pass to Bailey. Bailey looking for room. He'll break a tackle. He's to the 45, to the 50. This is Bailey with a big run inside the 45 near the 41-yard line. Yeah, you saw an unusual play there as the Badgers had a few receivers lay down. That got the attention of a couple of defenders, and then the screen pass to the opposite side was a big gainer. Beautiful run by Bailey, who is limping as he gets up.
Give credit that one for Braylon Bailey. Hurting out there, he caught the pass and was able to get first down. That was huge.
On first down, Witten wants a long pass. He's throwing to the end zone. He's looking for Lloyd. He's got it! Touchdown, Arkadelphia!
Welch Funeral Home first down from Braylon Bailey. A Farm Bureau Insurance touchdown and a first down from Welch Funeral Home from Alex Lloyd. We have seen that time after time after time. Arkadelphia took advantage of Shiloh not going with the blitz. Donovan Witten had time. Alex Lloyd made a great route, got inside the safety, and he was able to catch the ball in the end zone.
Post pattern to the middle of the field. It was open, and the quarterback got it there. 41-yard touchdown pass to the middle of that end zone. That was a long pass.
Now we have a flag. It looks like it's been Arkadelphia as Spencer Allen and Alex Lloyd are scooting back.
Now Lloyd will make this unless it's blocked again. They did block one earlier, so Arkadelphia leads by 5 right now. Badgers lead it by 5. It's going to be a 25-yard extra point instead of a 20-yard extra point. Just got to be ready for the rush here. They did block it from the interior line last time.
Now, Lloyd could get up and throw a pass if that's in the repertoire.
Here's the extra point attempt. He will kick it. It's a beautiful kick. It is good. And Arkadelphia has a 6-point lead again. It's the Badgers 48, the Saints 42, 9:13 left in this football game. We'll be back with more exciting Badger football action after this.
At Eccles, Thompson, and Kneebone CPA, we seek to provide accounting, tax, and financial planning services to individuals and small businesses with proficiency and integrity. Serving Arkadelphia since 1977, our staff looks forward to meeting your financial goals of today and also becoming your financial advocate for life. Visit us at 205 North 25th Street or call 246-8991 today. Eccles, Thompson, and Kneebone Ltd. says go Badgers.
Jeff, the winner of tonight's game will reach War Memorial Stadium where they will play the Joe T. Robinson Senators as the Senators have mercy ruled Warren tonight.
Wow.
At Jack Hurley Stadium in Southeast Arkansas. So 1 4A7 team is in the championship game. And Arkadelphia sure would like to make it 2 for 2.
Yeah,
there's a long way to go in this game.
Only loss against a 4A team was to Robinson. Badgers would like a rematch, but there's a lot of football left to be played here. 6-point lead for the Badgers, 9:13 left in the game. Here is Allen's kick. He'll kick it to the corner. This time it's going to be returned from the 14-yard line up to the 20. This is Baker looking for space, and he finds some, but he'll be tripped up at the 35-yard line.
Nick Williams got just enough of the left leg of Baker to keep that one from being a much, much, much longer return than it could have been.
Arkadelphia's touchdown drive was 9 plays and 88 yards on that touchdown drive. The last 41 coming on a pass from Witten to Lloyd. Now, Shiloh will start at its own 35-yard line. Wisdom rolls to his right, looking for a short pass. He'll get one to Hutchinson. He's knocked out of bounds at the 40. Short gain, but a good play.
Yeah, they're going to give him 5, a spot of 5 yards on first down. Just a quick out route that rolled the pocket to the right. Nice pass by Wisdom.
Nice precise play on 2nd down and 5. Wisdom wants to throw again. He'll throw a short pass. This is caught by Neal. He's got a first down and more to the 50, fighting for more yardage. Badger's going to bring him down at the 45 of Arkadelphia. That's a 15-yard gain.
Yeah, Wisdom did a nice job on that one. Arkadelphia covered up the back out of the backfield. That was Solomon. Marvion Berry took one step to the right, and Wisdom was able to find Neal in that gap.
Wisdom at quarterback, drops back. Now he's under some pressure. He's under a lot of pressure, but he escapes it. He's still up and wants to throw it and will find a receiver but miss him. Incomplete.
That is that's one that Arkadelphia, you'd like to have that one back. Nykeeson Wimberly, Marvion Berry, Katie Young there had Wisdom, but he just put one step on there and was able to evade the pressure and avoid what would have been around an 8 or 9 yard loss.
Great job in reversing his field to stay alive, but on the run he threw an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from the Arkadelphia 45-yard line for Shiloh. 2 running backs in the formation. Wisdom's going to keep it and run up the middle. They changed the formation and it worked. Turley makes the tackle along with a member of the secondary, and that's Buckley, but it's a nice game. And Katie Young is slow in getting up. He is down at the 40-yard line, just a little slow in getting up is the big sophomore lineman. It's going to be a first down for Shiloh from the 32 of Arkadelphia, but we might have a bit of a break here. I think Young is going to hop back up, so we'll keep it here. They're going to get him up, and he's going to make it off the field.
Looks like it could be a cramp. Katie's going to walk that one off. You know, it was a hot day, hot bus ride up. I know the coaches bought some Pedialyte and other electrolytes for the players, knowing that this could be the situation. Sorry, as our clock stopped, we'll reset it back to 8:33.
And a tense game.
Yeah.
A lot of clenched muscles here tonight, yeah. And that one caught up with him. Ball at the 32-yard line, first down and 10 for Shiloh in Arkadelphia territory. Badgers lead it by 6 at 48-42. Wisdom at quarterback will roll out to his right. He's being chased by a safety blitz, and Buckley gets there. The ball flies up into the air, and it is falling. Is that a fumble or is that an incomplete pass? What are the officials going to call this? It was recovered by Shiloh.
They're going to call it a fumble. They're going to call it a fumble.
It was indeed a fumble. Shiloh recovered it at the 37-yard line.
They need to wind that clock. The clock stopped. You need to wind that clock. The clock stopped. It shouldn't have. They need to wind the clock.
8:19 left.
Now they are going to call it an incomplete pass. Oh, wow.
Okay, they changed
their mind. They changed their mind. So it was an incomplete pass.
It's the difference of 5 yards. It's 2nd down and 10 now from the 32. Would have been a loss of 5 where the ball was recovered by Shiloh.
Well, it's a good thing Arkadelphia got pressure. The receiver on the far side had a double move, and he had beaten his defender. That was Cooper Hutchinson. If Wisdom had had time, he would have had Cooper Hutchinson in the end zone.
Buckley got there and made the big hit. Ball went straight up in the air. Wisdom is okay. He was hit from the blind side, but he's okay. Buckley made the big hit. The officials now having a conversation with Arkadelphia's coaches, but they're not going to change the call again. They're going to go from the 32-yard line and make it 2nd down and 10. In motion goes Henley, the Razorback commit. They're going to hand it off and run behind him. There is a run, and Baker's going to make some positive yardage, but not a big gain. Another shoestring tackle that time by Ollie Ware. It is 3rd down. Spotted at the 29-yard line. That was a gain of only 3. 3rd down and 7. On 3rd down and 7 in 4-down territory, Baker is the running back, Wisdom the quarterback. He'll throw it across the middle, and a big hit, but a nice catch. Solomon made the catch, was hit immediately by Bailey, but he held on to the football, and it's a first down. What a nice play.
Marvion Berry came on the blitz, and that's where the receiver went. It was a nice catch, a nice throw.
From the 20, Baker wants to run. He'll break a tackle, and he's down the sideline inside the 10-yard line. Baker is making a difference for the Saints tonight. First down and goal. They're going to spot the ball. Let's see if they do put it at the 5-yard line. That's, I believe, where they're going to put it. So from the 5-yard line, it's first down and goal. That's Baker. He put his head down, bounced off the defender, and then kept going all the way to the 5. 15-yard gain for Baker. They'll go back to Baker, looking for a hole. He's hit hard by Wimberly, and he's going to be stopped at the 3.
That was a big stop by the freshman. The freshman, Nykeeson Wimberly, stayed in his lane, Baker is not stopped on first contact very often. He's a great running back. He's small, but he has a good speed, good lateral quickness. Dykeson Wimberly broke down and was able to stop Baker in his tracks on that one.
Ben Baker is a senior to the left of his quarterback, Wisdom. Wisdom will keep it this time. Looking for space. He is hit, and he will not make it to the end zone.
Yeah, Tucker Guy, you see the linebacker came up. Darian Beard also there. 3rd down and goal now as Arkadelphia's defense has had 2 victories. I mean, if you're 1st and goal and you get a stop, that's a victory. 2nd and goal, that's another victory. You got to string 2 more together.
Still at the 3. Wisdom wants to pass. He'll throw it to the end zone. The ball is caught, and he did not get in. He's at the 1.
Latonio Hughes with the tackle of Neal. So they're going to spot that ball at the 1-yard line, right at the 1. So it's a full yard. 4th and goal for Shiloh Christian. It's a full yard to go. They're going quickly.
They line up quickly, and they're going to hand it to Baker, who will shove and shove. Arkadelphia fights, but he is in. Touchdown for Shiloh. They need the extra point to take the lead. Well, Wilson almost got there to block the last extra point. Arkadelphia is certainly going to try to do that again here, as it is 48-48. Baker barely got in, but he did make it.
Just enough. All you got to have to do, all that has to happen is the ball cross the plane, and Baker got the ball in there. He went behind that big offensive line and was able to sneak just across and get in the touchdown.
Anderson, the outstanding kicker, is set. Arkadelphia is looking for a block. Not likely to miss it. The kick is high. The kick is going to go through, and it's a lead for Shiloh at 49-48. 6:02 left in the game. We'll have the exciting conclusion for you when we come back after this.
Everyone's known for something. Ours is simple. At the Southwest Auto Collection and iDriveSWA.com, you get the absolute lowest price on America's best brands: Ford, Lincoln, Chevy, GMC, Buick, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. The best selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. And we deliver anywhere in the state, plus tires for life. It really is that simple. Visit us today, the Southwest Auto Collection, I-30 exit 78 in Arkadelphia, or online at iDriveSWA.com.
Anderson's extra point is the difference right now. It is the Saints 49, the Badgers 48, 6:02 left in the contest. 12-play, 65-yard drive, Chris. Shiloh really put together some key plays. They converted on a 3rd and 7. They converted on a 4th down and goal from the 1.
Yeah, you know, you got to we talked about the couple of victories they had, but if it's a 1st and goal situation, you got to have 4 victories, and Shiloh got the one they needed. What a game.
Arkadelphia is set to receive the kickoff. Kind of thought we'd see an onside kick tonight. We haven't seen one yet. I don't know that it would make sense here with Anderson and his ability to get it deep down the field on kickoffs, sometimes to the end zone.
Buckley, Golden, and Hughes back deep. Buckley is the deepest of the 3.
The wind has died down. It's not a factor right now. Here's the kick, and it is to the corner of the end zone. And will it stay in bounds? It will, and it'll go into the end zone. Arkadelphia will take over at its own 20-yard line. The last 3 possessions, Arkadelphia has had the ball at its own 11-yard line, its own 7-yard line, and its own 12-yard line. But on that last possession from the 12, they drove 88 yards for a touchdown in 9 plays. Arkadelphia will need an 80-yard drive this time. Here come the Badgers. Bailey back in at running back. To the left of his quarterback, Donovan Witten. Now he'll go in motion. Witten wants to run it. Up the middle, he's going to make some yardage. He'll break a tackle, break another tackle, and they'll drive him down just short of the 30-yard line. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Loy, Hughes, and
no, they gave him a first, Jeff. It's 1st and 10.
Okay,
Yep.
1st down and 10. That's a good spot. Witten wants to run again. He's looking for a space. He's not finding much, but he's still going to get 2, maybe 3 yards. Second down coming for the Badgers after the short gain. You know, not that short, though. They're going to mark it as a 4-yard gain. He is such a bull. He can just make yardage after contact from 2 or 3 defenders. 2nd down and 6 from the 34. Bailey goes in motion. Back to pass, Whitten. He'll throw a screen pass, caught by Trip Campbell. Campbell will gain some yardage, but just up to the 35. Gain of only 1. It's 3rd down and 5. Well, at this point, I don't think there's any punting, so they basically have 2 plays to make 5 yards.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
4:41 left, clock running. Badgers trail by 1.
You got no safety help. If Lloyd can get past 6, you might have a chance at a deep one.
Back to pass is Whitten. He wants to throw deep. He throws for Hughes. Hughes tries to get to the football, and a flag goes down.
Yeah, it was underthrown. Cooper Hutchinson was guarding Latonio Hughes. Hughes and Lloyd went on a crossing route. Actually, Hughes came on a wheel route to the back. They tried to go back shoulder. It was underthrown a little bit, and they're going to get a pass interference call on Cooper Hutchinson and Shiloh Christian. That's going to be a 1st down for Arkadelphia. Well, I say that's.
Yeah, I think that has to be the call.
Yeah,
he was the only one
They're
going
just
for the
back.
ball.
They got to go back to the line of scrimmage to mark the penalty off. It's not a spot foul in high school, so they've got to go and mark the penalty off. It'll be a 1st down for Arkadelphia.
They're going to put it right at midfield. From the 50, 1st down and 10. Things looking different for the Badgers now. Midfield, 1st down and 10. Still 4:27 left in the football game. Loy and Hughes to the right side, to the left side, top of the screen, 2 more receivers. Quarterback keeper, here's Whitten. He'll run into his own offensive lineman and be stopped, but he got about 3.
I think they're going to give him 2 on that, so 2nd down, they're going to mark it right at the 48.
And you are right. They put it right at the 48. I don't always spot it where the officials decide they want to spot it.
Most of the time, they should go with ours, right?
I don't know why they're not listening to us right now.
We've got a lot of people who are. We appreciate you tuning in.
Here's a pitch to the left side. Bailey's got a little bit of room. Good run by Bailey. Knocked out of bounds, and it's close. It's a good gain, but it might be 3rd and short coming. They're going to spot the ball. Oh, goodness, where did they spot that? Not where I thought they would. I guess he stepped out way back at the 44-yard line for a gain of only 4. It's 3rd and 4.
Yeah. Looked like it might be 3rd and 3, but it's going to be 3rd and 4.
Arkadelphia has 2 plays now to get 4 yards, no doubt about that. Babb, Hughes, and Loy to the near side, wide side of the field. Bailey and Campbell to the top of the screen. Whitten wants to throw to the top of the screen. He gets it to Campbell. Campbell's up to the 40 and down, but that should be enough for a 1st down.
It depends on where the far judge spots it. They're going to spot it right on the 40-yard line.
And
that's
it's
going to be a 1st down.
Yeah, good deal. 1st down for the Badgers. Ball at the 40-yard line of Shiloh. 3:48 left in the game. Badgers moving the football. Doing it without Jayshon Davis, who was injured in the 1st half, played a little bit after that, but hasn't been able to come back in for a number of series now. Got to hope that he's okay if the Badgers can win this and play next week. But right now, you just got to try to win a whale of a game here against Shiloh. Bailey looking for space. He does not find it. And he'll lose yardage. Just got to hope Bailey's okay after that tough tackle. Tackle on the play for Shiloh by Cooper Darr. Big tackle by Cooper Darr, and it's 2nd down and 12, loss of a couple. From the 42-yard line, they send Bailey in motion. He can hardly move. Back to pass. Whitten is looking for someone to throw to, wants to throw it short. He gets it to Bailey. Bailey is able to make some yardage back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe another yard.
They're going to keep the clock. They're going to say he was still in bounds.
It's okay with me to keep the clock running.
Yeah. It'll be 3rd and 9.
You don't want to give Shiloh too much time if the Badgers can get a score here. Ball at the 39-yard line. 3rd down. On third down, Badgers need yardage. They need 9 yards for a first. Back to pass, Whitney wants to fire the ball. Ooh, incomplete, just over the head, over the fingertips, I should say, of Alex Loy. 4th down and 9, big play. This might be the game right here. 4th down and 9. Look to the sideline. Bailey still in the game, hobbling a bit, but doing his best. Whitten at quarterback. 3 receivers top of the screen. Loy to the bottom of the screen. The safeties are up on the line of scrimmage. They want to come after the quarterback. There's no doubt about that, and Arkadelphia is going to call timeout.
Yeah, you saw the safety creep up. Baker, the safety on that far side, on the left side of the Arkadelphia formation. He crept up. They're able to call a timeout. This is 2 minutes, 38 seconds, Jeff. Arkadelphia has 2 timeouts left, so if you don't get it here, you're going to have to rely on your defense to get a stop and use your timeouts on defense. But you'd rather just find a way to get 9. And Jeff, it's really that down marker is on the bottom of your screen, and it's really 4th and 9.5.
Yeah, it really is. Well, I'm not sure the down marker's in a great spot. The ball was really right on the 40 for the first down, and they're right on the 39 now. But regardless, they got to have 9 yards on this play to keep it going. They got to make the 30-yard line. Got to make the 30-yard line for a first down. Babb, Hughes, and Campbell, top of the screen. Loy, Bailey, bottom of the screen. Whitten is the quarterback. What will Shiloh do? Drop back or blitz the quarterback? We expect him to come. Here are 5 defenders coming. They'll hit Whitten, but he gets away. He wants to run. He'll throw the ball downfield. He's got a receiver. Trip Campbell caught it, but was he in bounds? Let's see what the official says. Yes, he's in bounds.
He was, and the umpire signaled to the head referee that Donovan Whitten was not past that line of scrimmage. That was a huge play from Donovan Whitten. Huge catch from Trip Campbell.
Wow, Arkadelphia with renewed life deep now. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot the ball at the 8-yard line. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line. Well, Shiloh is figuring they can still hang on, but Arkadelphia's got a golden opportunity now. 1st and goal, ball at the 8-yard line. 2:30 left in the football game.
You run a quarterback draw again.
Whitten at quarterback, and a whistle. A whistle, and let's see what this is going to be. Timeout or a penalty? I don't see a flag. Now, is there a flag? Let's see. Maybe on the near side where we can't see. Yeah, they're going to mark it off against Shiloh. Goodness gracious. Offsides, apparently. They're going to spot the ball. And Arkadelphia sends its...
They're going to go jumbo.
Jumbo package coming in. They spotted the ball really at the 4 now. So I guess the ball had originally be at the 9. We're in a low position. It's hard to see. You've got a better angle at home than we do because our camera is up above us. But I think the ball's at the 4.
Oh, now the far referee has stopped the play, and he's talking to it's just outside of your picture, but they're talking to a fan on the sideline. I think he had a camera. I don't know what
why.
Yeah.
Why are there so many fans so close to the field over there?
If I could have been, I would be too, Jeff.
It's a bit unusual to have them that close, but here we go. Power formation. Bailey at tailback. Whitten will fake it to Bailey. Wants to pass it. Rolling. He'll throw it incomplete. Incomplete. Missed his receiver, Loy. That's a beautiful setup.
Yeah. Oh. So now they're going to bring the jumbo package out. Try to go for a little bit different look in the jumbo package there. Tried to fake the handoff to Bailey and roll out. But there was good pressure on Whitten. He would have probably liked to have run that one in, but he wasn't able to, and he had to get rid of it.
So back to the regular formation. Bailey at running back. 2nd down from the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Whitten wants to pass. He'll throw to the end zone. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Arkadelphia. That is Trip Campbell.
Boy, just a tremendous route. You had some Welch Funeral Home 1st down. catch from Trip Campbell on the 4th down play to get inside the red zone. Then you have the Farm Bureau Insurance touchdown from Campbell just on an out route, and it was a perfectly thrown ball from Donovan Whitten to Trip Campbell. Now Arkadelphia is going to go for 2. You're up 5. The extra point would not help any, so now you've got to go for 2 to try to make put yourself up by 7.
Yeah, it makes sense because, you know, Anderson's not likely to miss an extra point, so they need the 7-point lead. Whitten wants to throw. He's backing up. He'll throw to the end zone, and he will not be able to come up with it.
Boy,
so they don't convert it, trying to get it to Campbell, but Arkadelphia still has a 5-point lead.
Boy, and if Shiloh had thought there, he could have picked that pass off and run back for 2 points to make it 51, but he batted the pass down instead, thankfully for Arkadelphia. But by golly, the Badgers have a 5-point lead. Let's go back. That might be it is the biggest Welch Funeral Home first down of the season. You have Donovan Whitten, who was pressured, escaped pressure, and that's the 3rd or 4th time we have seen Donovan Whitten know where the line of scrimmage was. He knew where the line of scrimmage was. He threw it. Campbell got open, made a nice catch on the far sideline, and Donovan again did not pass the line of scrimmage. He ran parallel to it so the referees would know that he didn't cross it. Then he comes up with that huge Welch Funeral Home first down, and then just a tremendous out route from Whitten to Campbell to give Arkadelphia the lead. But golly, my clock is incorrect. Got a little bit excited there. Sorry about that at home, but there are 2 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in this one.
That was a 13-play, 80-yard drive, including a conversion of a 4th down and 9. Wow. What an amazing football game, no matter who wins this. But my goodness, if you're a Badger fan, it is so close now. But this is a powerful offense for Shiloh, a good kick return team, and they've got 2 minutes and 19 seconds, and Shiloh has 2 timeouts. Line drive kick. It'll bounce near the sideline. It will roll out of bounds. No kick return, but without using any time, they'll line up at the 35.
2:19 remaining. If you looked down a while ago and saw a minute 23, it's because we got a little bit of, meaning I, got a little excited and forgot to stop the clock. But at 2 minutes, 19 seconds remaining, 65 yards to go for Shiloh. The Badger defense has to answer just like the offense did on the previous possession.
Well, in the second quarter, Arkadelphia got 2 interceptions. They both led to touchdowns.
Alex Loy is in at safety for Arkadelphia on this possession.
Bailey is
They're going to make
in.
him re-kick. They're going to make Arkadelphia re-kick.
Well, okay. They'll take a penalty and move it back to the 35. They'll kick from there.
Yeah.
Shiloh wants a kick return. They have dangerous kick return men.
They're going to make him kick it again to try to put it in one of the hands of the return men.
Yeah, they want a return here. No time went off the clock, of course. Arkadelphia will kick again, kick it from the 35, and they don't have the luxury of kicking it out of bounds. They'll just have to keep backing up 5 yards every time if they kick it out of bounds. Shiloh wants a return. So, first order of business, the kickoff coverage team.
Yep.
Lots of time left when you think about 2 timeouts for Shiloh and the ability of that offense. But once again, 2 interceptions in the second quarter for Arkadelphia. They want to put pressure on Wisdom, and they want another turnover. Here's Allen's kick, and he will kick it to the opposite side this time. Returnable for Solomon. He's to the 20, up to the 25, still running to the 30, 35-yard line. He'll make it all the way to the 40.
So they gain 6 yards, but you lose 7 seconds. So they gained 6 yards on that from where they would have had the ball. You lose 7 seconds. Arkadelphia will probably take that trade-off. But 2 minutes and 12 seconds is an eternity in this ball game.
It is. A field goal will not help. They've got to score a touchdown, but Shiloh has done that often tonight. They also have a couple of turnovers. Arkadelphia leads it 54-49, 2:12 left. People standing on both sides of this football stadium. A run up the middle, and Baker's got a good run. This is Ben Baker. He will travel all the way down to the 41 of Arkadelphia.
We've got a flag on the play, and it may be on a face mask on Arkadelphia. Possibly it's going to add to it. So worst case scenario, this is going to be a face mask on Arkadelphia, and Shiloh is going to be close to the red zone. Yep. Face mask on Arkadelphia signal. Yep.
All right, that didn't take much time. Still 2:06 left.
Yeah, ball's at the 36, though, not as far as it was only a 5-yard mark off, so ball's at the 36. And they did start the clock. So did I.
I'll hand it to Baker again. Baker up the middle looking for space. He's got more space. He's into the secondary. Arkadelphia will finally push him out of bounds. So they don't go to the passing game. They go right back to Baker, and he's had 2 good runs.
Yeah, why would you do anything else other than go to Baker? These are 2 tired teams. Baker has the momentum, and they're going quickly at the 21.
From the 21-yard line, first down and 10 for Shiloh, back to Baker. Baker is hitting the backfield, escapes that tackle, escapes another tackle, and he's still going. He's to the 10, he's to the 5, he's in the end zone. Well, Shiloh just scored, but they left Arkadelphia 147. I guess that's the silver lining. That was a quick touchdown on 3 runs by Baker.
And they're going to go for 2 because the extra point's not going to matter either. So they're going to go for 2, and just like that, Shiloh responds. Arkadelphia had Hughes coming on the corner blitz from the side. He was not able to get him, and then Baker just eluded a couple of other tackles on that tired defense and gave Shiloh the 1-point lead, and they'll try to go for 2 to make this a 3-point game. A field goal would then tie. Obviously, a touchdown would win either way.
3 runs by the senior Baker, 59 yards and a touchdown. Wisdom at quarterback as they go for 2. He wants to throw the ball. He'll roll to his right. He can run, and he will run, and he will get there. 2-point conversion is good, so it's a 3-point lead. Good play by Wisdom on the 2-point conversion. And it's a 3-point lead for the Saints at 57-54, but they leave Arkadelphia 147, so we'll keep it right here, Chris, and talk about the fact that this game is far from over.
Yeah, 1 minute, 47 seconds. Most likely Arkadelphia is going to have to go 80 yards because after the first 2 kickoff returns for Arkadelphia, 1 from Braylon Bailey and 1 from Latonio Hughes, Caleb Anderson has started putting that ball in the end zone. So Arkadelphia most likely will have 80 yards to go in 1 minute and 47 seconds without Jayshon Davis, as he's been out since the midway through the second quarter, and with a hobbling Braylon Bailey. It's been Donovan Whitten, Alex Lloyd, Trip Campbell, Latonio Hughes with some big plays. The offense is going to have to respond with some big plays, just as Shiloh did on that last possession.
A field goal would tie it and send it to overtime. Why not a little more fun there? But Arkadelphia wants a touchdown in the last 147. Badgers have 2 timeouts. Shiloh will kick it deep, and they're going to kick it.
You got Hughes, Buckley, and Golden. Hughes is the deepest.
They're going to kick it with a little bit of wind now, kicking up and blowing across the field toward us. What an amazing football game. Arkadelphia still has a chance. High kickoff. Hughes with a chance to return it from the 5-yard line. He's up to the 10, 15-yard line. He'll be hit and knocked down at the 25-yard line. Good play, as it looked like Hughes was hitting a full head of steam there, but he was knocked down by Cole Glenn, the junior. All right, Arkadelphia with the football, 1:41 left, down by 3. Badgers have scored on their last 2 possessions. 88-yard drive and an 80-yard drive. Now they need to go 74 yards to win the game. Here's Whitten at quarterback. He's going to pitch it to Bailey. Bailey looking for space. He's finding not very much, and he's knocked out of bounds, but that does stop the clock with 1:36 left. Second down, 10 yards to go. Arkadelphia tried to run. That worked so successfully moments ago for Shiloh. Didn't work for Arkadelphia this time. We'll see if Whitten goes back to the pass. They are going to back up a safety on this play. He'll throw to the sideline, caught by Hughes, and he's tackled inbounds. Yeah. Tackled inbounds at the 28, maybe the 29-yard line. That's a short gain. It's third down. Ball spotted at the 29 for a gain of 3. Third down and 7. Third down and 7 for the Badgers. Witten talks to his receivers. Loy and Hughes line up to the short side of the field, the right side, the bottom of your screen. Bailey is the running back. They're going to fake it to Bailey and look deep. Witten will throw deep. He's looking for Loy, and Loy cannot get there, incomplete. Fourth down and 7. Well, they hoped that the cornerback or safety might come up to cover the pitch when they faked the pitch, but it didn't happen. They were deep and had Lloyd covered that time. Fourth down and 7. Well, they've had a fourth down play before they've converted. Going to have to do it again. Still 53 seconds left.
Still 53 seconds. Got to get 7, though.
53 seconds left. On 4th and 7, Witten wants to pass. Facing a blitz, he'll throw the ball. His receiver falls down, but then catches it. Oh, he called it incomplete. He called it incomplete. Oh, Trip Campbell thought he had it, and I thought he had it. That would have been a first down. That would have been a first down. I thought he had both hands under the football, and the official did not believe that was the case. He slipped and then dove toward the ball, got both hands under it, but the official said it hit the ground, and that should do it. Shiloh can sit on the ball now and win the game. Shiloh 57, Arkadelphia 54. You hate the game to end on a controversial play.
Yeah.
But that was. Arkadelphia fans saw it clearly. The Shiloh fans saw it clearly.
The route was
but
there.
It's a close play. The
yeah.
ball either hits the ground or doesn't.
Yeah, the route was there. It was a good pass. It was a good route when he planted. Both slipped. Thought Trip Campbell had that. He sure thought he had the catch.
Yeah, he had no doubt about it. He was surprised at the call, without a doubt. Shiloh's in victory formation. They're going to go to the finals next week. Wisdom is there taking a knee. Well, they're going to be able to run it out now. 40 seconds left. What a football game, but it looks like it's not going to go Arkadelphia's way after all. Just hurts to end on a controversial play. It's close call, a close call either way.
Yeah,
but my goodness, I thought he had both arms under the football.
It's a tough one. Yeah, Arkadelphia signaled a timeout earlier than people noticed, and so they are going to put the clock back at 46 seconds. Arkadelphia only has one more timeout, though, and so after this snap, you'll have one more timeout, and then Shiloh would be able to take a knee on third down.
Wisdom at quarterback will take it as a shotgun snap, and he will be able to put a knee down.
Yep. Timeout Arkadelphia with 42 seconds left now, and so this will be at one more snap. One more snap, and this, as long as they don't kneel the ball with over 40 seconds left, and not going to have to snap again.
One of the most exciting games in the state of Arkansas all year long, I'd have to say, Chris.
Yeah, that was
one of the most exciting games.
Yeah, I think people expected a good game. I don't think they expect Arkadelphia to score 54. And that was a tough way for your season to end. But after the hurt leaves, these guys will be able to hold their heads high from a valiant effort. And Shiloh knows they had to fight. These two teams are pretty evenly matched, and it just a couple of inches short for Arkadelphia. It's a tough one.
Can't help but wonder if the slip on the play might have led the official to believe he just wasn't in a position to make that catch, but he leapt forward and got both hands, we thought, under it, but that was not the call. Now Wisdom wants to run around. Now he'll go down.
Yep.
And that's going to do it. We're down to 33 seconds left. and they're not going to have to snap it again. Shiloh gets the amazing win tonight. They are such an excited home crowd over there. The Arkadelphia crowd so proud of the Badgers. But in the end, Shiloh is the team that will go to the finals. I'll tell you what, the Arkadelphia Badgers played a whale of a football game tonight. Got to be proud of this team. And Shiloh's coming over to congratulate the Badgers for playing so well. They didn't see a game like this all year long at Shiloh, but they do come out with a victory.
Yeah, those two teams know that they were in a battle with each other as time runs out, and that's going to be the final score. And these two teams have some respect for each other after that hard-fought game, and that was that's a heartbreaking loss for Arkadelphia. You see Jay Sean Davis out there in the handshake line. You just football, you take it as it goes, but and Arkadelphia had been fortunate all season with injuries, and you sure would have liked to see what would have happened if you'd been able to play with all your bullets. But Shiloh says the same thing from 2018. You know, so that's a tough one. These Arkadelphia Badgers have nothing to hold their heads down about. They know that they were in a fight. These two teams are going to come out of this game with the mutual respect for each other, and that was a game that was a great game for both teams, and Arkadelphia just came out 3 points short.
Well, you had a feeling that that was going to be a first down. I may have even called it a first down as he made the catch, and then I saw the officials say, no, it was an incomplete pass. And of course, the officials closer than we are. It just, boy, from here, it sure looked like a catch. And so it looked to us like that was going to be a first down. And then you just had to figure the Badgers were going to get close enough that the end zone is going to be in the picture, and it's going to come down to a ticking clock and some last-minute offensive and defensive plays. It happened a little earlier than that because of that call on fourth down. But you got to give credit to Shiloh. They faced a challenge that they hadn't faced all season long, and they were up to it.
They were. They responded when it happened. And, you know, I mean, they just made the finals, and it's more like a sigh of relief. You know, I mean, they haven't had there was some excitement, but it's just a different mood after a semifinal win. It's more of a well, except for the kid waving at the crowd. Never mind. I was going to talk about how everybody was handling it, but that's all right. But yeah, there's just a tough way for one to end. It's going to take a while for the Badgers to get over this one.
Yeah, we do see. I tell you what, we see some good sportsmanship down there from both teams. A lot of hugging going on between the two teams. They played their hearts out tonight. Both teams did. Student body now coming out to congratulate the team as they will go to the finals next week, and they're going to face Robinson. That'll be a tough battle also, as Robinson has been strong all year long.
They have been, and they were not in the fight that Shiloh was tonight by any means. They had a mercy rule win at Warren. And so Shiloh's going to have to recover from this one and face a tough Robinson team next week.
You know, what I'm seeing right now is a big hug between Henley and Kewen.
Yeah, that handshake line.
That's two really outstanding.
That handshake line took a lot longer than any other handshake line ever had all season, because those two teams knew that they had went toe-to-toe, head-to-head with each other, and tip your cap to both of them. And that's what both teams did there in that post game.
They had been in quite a battle. When we come back, we're going to have a statistical report from Jen Rothwell. We're going to wrap it up from here with an offensive and defensive player of the game. And even though Shiloh won it, we're going to talk about Arkadelphia's offensive and defensive players of the game. We're going to give a salute also to the seniors. What a nice career these seniors have had. Really, really outstanding year this year. And, of course, a good year last year. They made it through COVID. They had a great season this year. We'll talk about the seniors. We'll do all that when we come back with the postgame show, sponsored by Blend Real Estate. We'll be back after this.
For over 75 years, Mary and Martha's Florist and Gifts on Main Street in Arkadelphia has served the people of Arkadelphia and her surrounding communities, providing a wide variety of floral and gift needs. Do you have a special occasion that calls for just the right touch of creativity? Join the many who call David Goodman at Mary and Martha's to create a floral arrangement to fit their needs and budget. Call Mary and Martha's at 870-246-2446 or visit their location at 921 Main Street in Arkadelphia. Mary and Martha's Florist is a proud supporter of the Arkadelphia Badgers.
We're back to the stadium for the postgame show, sponsored by Blend Real Estate. Our friend Kerry Garnett. Kerry was the quarterback of the championship team in 1979. He was a television announcer for the championship game of 1987. And then, of course, he came back for the two state championships in 2017, 2018 for Arkadelphia. He's our sponsor in Blend Real Estate for the postgame show. Our sponsors all year long, we want to say thank you to Andy's Restaurant. We want to say thank you to Austin Wingfield State Farm, Bell Wealth Services, Blend Real Estate, as we have said, our sponsor here for the postgame show, Chad Casterson, Shelter Insurance, Clark County Farm Bureau, Dairy Queen, a sponsor for us all year long, Eccles, Thompson, and Kneebone, Gary and Rob Rucker, Israel Wardlaw Farmers Insurance, Java Primo, Mary and Martha's, Midian Digital Creations, Pediatrics Plus, Price & Company, Providence Veterinary Care, South Central Connect, Southern Bank Corps, Southwest Auto Collection, and they did us a big favor by giving us a vehicle to get here tonight, Southwest Sporting Goods, Taylor King Law, Turner, Rogers, Manning & Plyler, Welch Funeral Home, and our Welch Funeral Home first downs were busy tonight, and Road Runner. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We'll go to Jim Rothwell now for a stat report.
Well, it was exciting to the very end. Great season for the Badgers, and we've got a glimpse of some future for the Badgers as well as we think about some of the players tonight that really were impressive. Whitten was 24 out of 40, 280 yards, 3 TDs. He did have the 1 interception, rushed 21 times for 95 yards. With Jashawn Davis out, he basically took the team on his back and tried to carry them to the win. Phenomenal job by him. Again, we see the diversity in the receivers. Bailey, 5 for 16. Davis, 3 for 25. Hughes, 4 for 45. Babb, 1 for 18. Campbell, 6 for 37. And Lloyd, big night, 4 for 139 and 2 TDs. Campbell did have a TD as well. Rushing, Davis had 9 carries for 79, and that pretty much came in the first half, all of those. He did have 2 TDs. Whitten, again, as I mentioned, 21 carries, 95 yards, 2 TDs. Hughes had 1 carry for 1, and Bailey 4 for 7. Just getting good balance offensively, 280 yards passing, 186 yards rushing for Arkadelphia. Whitten was 60%. He was on the run most of the night with the Shiloh blitz there, and he did a good job of getting away and making some plays. It's going to be exciting to watch him next year, and he's got some good receivers coming back. You've got Campbell and Hughes and Babb coming back. There are some others as well in the 11th grade that'll be impressive. Great season, for them, and it's going to be exciting to look at. For Shiloh, it was the difference in their ability to make some plays, keep the ball. Wisdom was 24 out of 37, 255 yards, 1 TD. He did have the 2 interceptions. Again, spreading the ball around. Hutchinson had 8 for 62. Neal had 7 for 81. Those were the big ones. Excuse me. Baker, 20 for 183 yards. That's the key. Baker was able to keep with the rushing game going. Did a good job with Wisdom on the rushing. He rushed 10 times for 56 yards. Did have 1 TD. So defense did a great job as well, but just couldn't quite make the plays when they needed to.
I'll talk to you for a minute while you catch a drink there, Jim. It has been an exhausting game for everybody, but I think the thing I come away from as I see the student body for Shiloh celebrating with the players out at the 50-yard line, as I see just a few 20 yards away, Arkadelphia gathering and talking. We're talking about young men who have spent a lot of time and effort to become a good football player and a good football team individually and as a group. And it has really resulted in some close relationships. And even as competitors, we saw a congratulation line that was resulting in a lot of hugs as both teams knew how hard the other team played against them. And really, it was one of the most amazing football games I've ever seen at any level. Has to be one of the most exciting games all year at the high school level in Arkadelphia this year, and maybe for the ages. It was an amazing football game. Just a shame for the Badger fans that Arkadelphia didn't come away with a win, but you got to just appreciate what an amazing game it was.
You really do. I mean, it could have gone either way. Arkadelphia had some chances. Again, just with the 2-point play, that could have made the 2-point conversion. That could have made a difference there. This is what high school sports is about. Friday nights, in a situation like this, where the teams are on the field, parents there, friends, students. This is why you do it. This is why you play. This is why you coach. This is why you, as a parent, make sure your student athlete gets to practice and all of that. So this is impressive to see. I know the seniors, they really put everything they had into it, and I know they're disappointed, but they can be proud of what they did, of how they, all through the year, they continue to improve.
It's a 10-win season.
Yeah, 10-win season. You know, and you think what might have been, what could have been if Deshaun stays healthy and stays in, is able to add some running to that so that you can take some pressure off Donovan. Even having him play some defense and being able to put pressure on the quarterback. He was playing a lot of linebacker and rushing from the outside in the last few games. You miss that, but you know that happens. That's part of football. That's part of life. It just sometimes things come up like that.
And he tried to play, did everything.
Yeah,
he
went back in, tried to play, and you could tell he didn't. And same with Bailey. He tried and just didn't quite have it there at the end, and they missed that. But it's a great season, and we'll look forward to another one. We were talking earlier. I'm looking forward to the defensive line next year. You'll have Max Wilson back. You'll have Solomon back. You'll have Katie Young, and you'll have Wimberly. That's going to be a really tough defensive line. We've seen that these last few games. Solomon's been out of some, so we haven't really seen him. And there's some good freshmen that are going to fill in some gaps next year as well.
Jim, we appreciate it so much.
Yeah.
Great work. Another year under your belt. Appreciate the work that you have been doing all these years on statistics. There's nothing like having an accounting professor as your statistician. We appreciate your work.
Well, my hat didn't work this time.
Well, bring it out next year. We'll see if it works again next year.
We'll take it. Every time we get to the semifinals, I'll bring it out.
There you go. We're going to wrap up the broadcast with a conversation with Chris Babb. Chris, I want to talk about Coach Shucker, the culture that this team has grown. It has been amazing to watch this happen. It has been what you hope for as a parent, as a citizen of Arkadelphia, as somebody who supports Arkadelphia High School. This is the right kind of way to run a football program, and Coach Shucker and his assistant coaches have created that climate that you have to just be excited about, not only for the 10-win season this year, but for the future and for what happens besides the wins and the losses in terms of growing young men.
Right. This is a program in the right direction from the 7th grade up. Coach Shucker is excited about the junior high teams. They had good numbers. They had good success. This is a senior class that had a lot of production. And they will lose a lot, but they'll replace those seniors, and then it'll go on in 2022. But you're right, this is a program that's in the right trajectory under Coach Shucker and his coaching staff.
Instead of going with our normal offensive, defensive player of the game, let's just talk about the Arkadelphia Badger senior class. What a great group it is. Yeah, and 14, we want to mention those names.
Yeah, 14 of those guys. Kobe Buckley, defensive back, Braylon Bailey, Landon Kewen, Jay Sean Davis, Ollie Ware, Alex Turley, Alex Loy, Timmy Rushing, Dakota Black, Spencer Allen, Darian Beard, Tucker Johnson, Matthew Porter, and Brady Curtis. Those seniors that have really taken this team on their shoulders and provided great leadership. They will be missed. I mean, you hate for your career to end like this for those seniors, but they've done a tremendous job in leadership of this program, this team this year.
If you make the playoffs, only one team is going to end on a win, and it's not Arkadelphia this year, but what a game. Again, the final score, 57 for the Saints, 54 for the Badgers. Arkadelphia in this fine senior class. Some of these guys are going to play in college next year. Some just played their last high school football game, but all of them represented themselves very, very well. Let's wrap it up by just talking a bit. Chris, about how different next year might look in terms of the non-conference, in terms of the conference schedule. We don't have all the answers yet. It's not officially announced until after the playoffs, but we do expect it to look different.
Right. There will be differences. Joe T. Robinson will move up to 5A, and Arkadelphia's geographic region, you have the possibility of Mena and Waldron. We've heard one scenario that Mena and Waldron and Genoa Central would come into the conference. That means Bauxite and Harmony Grove might move out. But you just don't know, and the way that'll work after the championship games are over, since they have the new rule about private schools having a different multiplier based on success, those numbers will come out. Shiloh Christian will move up to 5A, as will they'll move up to 5A. Harding Academy will move up to 4A. So, but yeah, and even in the non-conference, until you really know who's in your conference, you're not sure who you can play non-conference.
Right.
And it could be that Arkadelphia only has 7 teams in the conference next year. The AAA has also said the 8-team mandate is going to be gone because of the way the private school stuff has been done. So not really a whole lot known right now, other than the fact that the Badgers will come back ready to go in 2022.
So stay tuned. It's going to be different, but the Badgers will be the Badgers, and we'll be here to bring you those games. I want to say thank you to Chase Hartzell, a student of ours, Chris, who's just done a super job all year. Couldn't be here tonight, so he missed the last game of the year. He's going to be heartbroken about that, but we appreciate his work, and we'll welcome him back to the broadcast crew next year. A huge thank you to Coleman Callan, who's standing next to us, Chris, and what a job he's done all year on camera for us.
Yes, in some good situations, some not so good situations. You know, Coleman's an Alabama boy, and so some of these temperatures didn't quite sit with Coleman very well, but we appreciate Coleman's work. It's hard to do a broadcast with only one camera and try to remain on the whole time, and so Coleman did a fantastic job. We appreciate his help.
We sure do. So the two students, Chase Hartzell and Coleman Callan, appreciate your work. Want to say thank you once again to Jim Rothwell on statistics. Quarterback of our team is none other than Chris Babb, who was with me tonight to broadcast the game. I have a lot of fun working with Chris, as always, through this year, and we'll be back next year for more. Say thank you to Deborah Root for doing some extra work tonight as well. Folks, the final score was Shiloh 57, Arkadelphia 54. The Badgers finished the year at 10-4, a 10-win season, made it all the way to the semifinals this year, and they'll be back for more next year. We invite you to join us for all the seasons to come, and then football season again next fall. Glad to bring you these games. This is Jeff Root. Good night, everybody. And Abby, Daddy's on his way home.